And we
Yes,
are live.
yes.
Each look at this. I guess the women have it tonight, huh?
Yes, ma'am, we do, as always. How are you today, beautiful?
Well, I am doing great. And hey, you know, I want to start the show out first by giving my sympathy to you guys there in your city in light of what happened last night. I just heard about it. My sincere sympathy to all of the families and all of the friends involved. Um, words cannot even come out as to how that made me feel, as well as all of the mass shootings that are taking place today. So, my sincere sympathy to you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Insanity right now.
Yeah. So, with that being said, I'm just going to open up with a little affirmation. With all of that sanity that is going on, um, I see no stopping it except for all of us to stop fearing ourselves. Because when we fear ourselves, then that's when we are going to instill fear upon others. And what I mean by fearing ourselves is not facing who or what you are on the inside because of something you're running from. That's where healing comes to place. Face who you are and what you are, and the very thing that you're running from that you don't want to see. But once you face that, and you can stop inflicting that upon others, you can face your own fear. That's what you call bravery. Because as long as you're not facing your own fear, you're going to always be afraid of yourself deep down inside. And inadvertently, that's where you're going to come off to everybody else. And that's all you're going to do is spread negativity. And unfortunately, like those young people last night, you're going to spread it with a lot of malice, a lot of bullets, a lot of words, a lot of whatever. But you can only stop hurting others by facing who and what you are on the inside. So, with that being said, let's just have a great time tonight. And please send prayer to all of those that need it.
Thank you.
The
Yeah.
crew is all here, so I just
Yes.
joined. I know it was the ladies' movement earlier. Um, you know, what I mean, we like ladies to shine and spotlight. Um, but in the true words of a great man, Daddy's home. Daddy's. So we're gonna get right
Yes.
into the show tonight, as Karen mentioned. You know, in her affirmation, she talked about the recent and frequent not school shootings, mass shootings that are in and around us, as if it's common and normal, and it's becoming common, right?
Yeah.
You know, we came on here tonight with a topic of this Tulsa school mass shooting after talking about the Texas mass shooting, talking about the mass shootings in other cities, and now we have one here in my very own backyard of Philadelphia, and also in Tulsa. When is it going to stop? That's the question. When is it going to stop? When are we going to get control of guns and the recklessness that is those that when it gets in the hands of those that are wrong? How do we quell that? So we're going to talk. We got a great show for you guys tonight. This is episode 82, Uncensored Minds, episode 82. We got a lot. We got a lot to cover tonight. We're gonna get into a number of different things. We're going to again make you laugh, make you cry. But at the end of the night, you're gonna go home fully fed with a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of love from us here at Uncensored Minds. So let's get right into it. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna get into our icebreaker question of the day. Right. Name one thing you hate and love about someone. That's our icebreaker question of the day. Name one thing that you hate and you love about someone.
I'm going to say the heat. I love it and I hate it. It's such a thin line with that damn heat. I welcome the warmth, but man, the things that it does to my hair, I sweat, makeup, if I put any on. So yeah, that is gonna be the heat for me.
What about you, Katie?
To keep it simple, I would have to say I hate and love ice cream. And I say that because I hate it because I know what it can do to my body, but I love it because oh, it's so soothing at night and it puts me to sleep. So that is my
What
true
ice cream are we
passion.
talking about at night? What kind of cream are we talking about at night? Because there's two kind of ice
Uh,
cream that you can get. You can get the butter pecan, or you can get the straight vanilla. And you know what we talking about.
okay, and I love that homemade vanilla by
Mhm.
oh my gosh, what's his name with the gold and brown cow?
Ben and Jerry's,
Mayfield,
right? Oh,
Mayfield,
okay.
Mayfield.
Mayfield, man,
Homemade vanilla.
that's the one providing you the cream.
Yeah, for the moment,
He
that's
can
who
still
provided now.
push it
I'm
out.
sorry.
He can still push it out.
For, for the moment, that's who's provided it. And I'm telling you, it puts me out.
Okay, okay.
So you hate and love ice cream.
Yes,
Make
I
it make
hate and love ice cream.
it make. So what is it that you like about it and hate about it at the same time? Explain to the audience because we still confused.
I just told you, I love, love, love it because it's so soothing, because it's the only cream that old Karen D is getting at the time. Don't judge me, okay? And I hate it because when I eat it, it blows me up. So I I love it and I hate it.
Well, one thing
That
I love
simple.
summertime is I love everything about the summertime. The heat, the sundresses, the being able to be outside and it's still light outside at 8 o'clock at night. Um, the barbecues, the cookouts, the city life, and just everybody out and about having a good time. You know, I grew up in a big city, and we had neighborhoods where everybody was on a corner, everybody was sitting on a step, everybody was just chilling, and you seen that camaraderie when you came down the block or you rode through the Ave or whatever had you, and it's the people there Monday through Sunday. So that's the one thing I love about summer. I can't even say I hate nothing about summer because I'm a summer baby. I hate the cold. So when the summer come, I don't care how hot it get, I welcome it
Mhm.
because just how nasty our winters be here. So I can't complain about one and then not complain about the other. So I love summer. I guess if you had to press me, I would say the bugs, but um, the mosquitoes and stuff like that. But other than that, it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Let's go to the
Okay.
audience because we got some people here in the audience that's saying that's T, as y'all know. I hate mosquitoes and I love sundresses. So yeah, as you already know, stuff like that. Felicia said I love wearing summer clothes and I hate bugs, 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 bugs. Tara said I love summer clothing and kicks. I hate the humidity and the allergies.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mm.
Danielle said, I hate summer, but I love shopping. I love shopping for summer clothes. Right? Angela says, I hate and love. Love because sometimes it has you on top of the world, but at the same time, it makes you feel broken inside.
Mhm.
Wow, explain that.
Wow. Now that's a good
How
one.
statement. What about
That's
summer
a
has
good
you broken? We'll wait for her. We'll wait for her to comment and answer that up close. But what has you feeling broken about that? That's a powerful comment. Marilyn said, "I love
one.
the fact that I don't have to pile on layers of clothes." She seems like she's from up north, so we all know what that looks like. I hate the fact that I have to see nakedness. It comes with the territory if we hide. You know what I mean? That's what we're gonna get into tonight, though. The hoochie daddy shorts.
Ooh, ooh.
The hoochie daddy shorts. We're seeing a lot of these. We're seeing a lot of these. What they call dad jean shorts. The dad jeans that the ladies is wearing in short form. Uh, they got a lot of things that most people would think that are new trends, but actually have been out for a very long time. And we
Mhm.
know trends recycle and return over, so
Exactly.
have been out
Yeah,
for.
I was gonna say that. I researched them.
Yeah,
Those are the
in the
very same shorts
70s.
that they wore way back in the day. They just bringing them back and
Yeah.
giving them a different name.
And then the
Mhm.
shorts when they was like y'all back when y'all was in the 70s and 80s when
Uh-huh.
I was cutting y'all jeans.
Yep.
Y'all was
That's
wearing
right.
things that y'all couldn't afford to go get a pair of shorts. Mom said y'all
Mm-hmm.
to make them into summer clothing. So
Mhm.
We made our
Yep.
own.
a lot of things
We
that
made
we
our own.
trends and people are putting new spins to them is old trends and old styles, right? Again, another person that hates the bugs and mosquitoes. Cynthia said, "I ain't got time for it. I hate the mosquitoes.
Right.
Love. Mini dress." She said she
Mhm.
want to show them stems off.
That's right.
It ain't nothing like a greased up pair of legs.
Mhm.
They ain't did nobody wrong.
Uh-uh.
Janine said,
Ebony called them aliens. She said they are not supposed to be here with us. All insects are
That's
aliens.
aliens.
Ebony says she loves the beach, hates the bugs. That's a common. It seems like it's a common thing when it comes to
Yeah, the
summer.
bugs.
Everybody, is either the heat, but mainly is the bugs, and that's what a lot of people are
Mhm.
saying. Gisette,
Mhm.
Gisette says, and this is kind of funny to me, because if anybody knows Gisette, you know Gisette is from the island. She's a Jamaican, right? So her to hate
Mhm.
the heat, being born in the heat and living in the heat because she live in Florida, that's crazy. So she's been around the heat all her life and she still hates it. But the one thing about where she lived, where she's from, and where she lives at now, she could just jump in the water. So just go jump in the water.
Right.
Well, if you can't swim,
Exactly.
jump in the water.
Best place to
Yeah.
Right.
be.
Best place to be. Yep.
We're gonna read
Mhm.
one more comment before we move on from our icebreaker question of the day, which is one thing that you hate and love about summer. And the last comment is Brenda said, "I love the spring, but I hate the pollen." So she didn't answer the question about summer. She answered it the season that comes right before summer and that's spring. And I think a lot of us on the panel has dealt with this over the past couple of weeks. The pollen, our sinuses have been jacked up.
Mhm.
I know
Yes.
mine is doing a number on me tonight, but I mean, that's what it is. So, um, look at Gisette. She said, "I can't swim. I can't swim."
Get
All
your
right,
tube, girl, and jump in there.
water.
Mhm.
Put your toes in the
Yeah.
let it go to your
Yep.
kneecaps. Get in there, and you can't swim.
Yep.
I'm
Little
sorry. I
something.
did not mean to tell her to go jump in the water. Please don't be my saying you tried
Right.
to kill that lady. You tried to kill her. No, 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 no. I'm, you know what I mean? So, what episode is this again?
82.
82.
Huh?
82.
82.
82. So, like and share the video. If you want to continue to see more content like this, we do this every Sunday at 9 p.m. This is Uncensored Minds, episode 82. Somebody on
Yes.
the panel ain't
Now,
know it.
don't be surprised if y'all hear it's 84. I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? I don't know why I cannot get it straight. So I'm just going to
It's
say,
all right.
for some reason, I'm thinking they don't miss the episode. We've had so much fun. I just want to add another one to it.
Solid. Before we move on to our next thing, like and share the video.
Yes.
Comment. Pass this on to your friends. Share the link with people that would enjoy the type of content that we are delivering every week. Also, I want to send a big happy birthday to somebody that's in our Georgia crew. We gave a big shout out to the Georgia crew for liking and sharing our videos and having watch parties and things like this. One of the heads of our Georgia clan just celebrated a birthday yesterday. So Janetta, we want to say happy birthday from us here at Uncensored Minds. Continue to glow, shine bright, and happy birthday from us here
And
at Minds.
Yeah.
happy birthday, Jeanette. What's her name? Janetta?
Jeanette.
Oh, Jeanette. Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
You know what I mean? She celebrated her birthday yesterday, so I just wanted to make her day feel special and carry it all through the weekend and show her some love on Uncensored Minds. All right. So,
All right.
our next thing. So we talked about this. We touched on it in the icebreaker question. Hoochie Daddy shorts, right? Hoochie Daddy shorts. If y'all have been under a rock, if y'all ain't been outside, you've been seeing these trends pop up, not just outside, but on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And this is the shorts that the guys are wearing that are exposing a lot of thigh. I just bought my first pair of Hoochie Daddy shorts. I bought a pair because that's all they sell in the stores now. You know what I mean? I'm going away on vacation soon, and I wanted to pick up a couple things. And when I went in there, I grabbed them because the color was crazy. I didn't know they was that short until I got home. How y'all lady feel about these shorts that they affectionately name Hoochie Daddy shorts?
I think it's all in good fun, honestly. Like all in good fun. I think the shorter that they are, the more they're a little for me. But I'm with it. I like it. You know, especially if the man has a nice pair of legs on them. You know, I can get with it. But the shorter they go, it does seem just a little bit too much. How about y'all? What y'all thinking?
I'm to each his own. I can't knock somebody else's swag. You know, you got some people out here that's doing it big and been doing it for a long time, and we've been questioning them, saying they're weird, but that's just what they do. Dwayne Wade is one that is a trendsetter, I would say. He takes trends and he goes far with them. Yeah. What about you, Hooded Monster?
Well, you know, like you said, it's just a trend that's coming back. So I had to dress the part because tonight, I gotta say, I wore my shorts. And
All
I think the
right.
guys would be proud of me. I even sported the kicks with it. So,
Oh,
with my tights.
all
So,
right. Go ahead,
let's
girl.
get hoodie with it.
Hold on now.
Uh,
Bring it.
And phone.
I know he's gonna say something about this.
KD, my grandmother don't even wear her shorts with no damn stockings. And she 86
Wait a
years
minute.
old.
Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
knew he was gonna say something about
Say
them
it
tights,
again. Say it
Karen. I
again.
knew it.
My
Say it
grandmother,
again.
year old woman ain't wearing shorts with stockings. What are
Well,
they?
hey,
He wanted
I'm
to see
sorry.
that
These are
skin.
tights. These are tights. And Karen D has her own style.
He wanted to see that skin.
Hold up. So you telling me that you wear your shorts with tights?
For the if I don't even ever wear short shorts first of all, but if I do, then if I'm wearing them out somewhere, yeah, I wear them with tight.
With
But
tights.
if I'm at
Okay.
home, I don't. I mean, you
Understand.
know, when I'm home, I just show the booty cheeks, you know. But I'm
There
not
you
about to get
go.
out in the streets and show the booty cheeks.
I can't even get.
Plain, come on, get it together. Get it together now.
Now,
Child,
please.
please.
Ah,
I'm not showing my skin like
Don't
that.
put on that
oh,
all then.
oh
Oh
my God.
God,
I'm
Jesus.
not showing my skin like that.
Starting early, Jesus Christ. We talking
So,
about Hoochie Daddy jeans right now. We not talking about Karen D 80 19 22 jeans with the leg. It's not crazy. It's not. Then she backed out a pair of slip-on Keds from 1914.
oh my God.
Hey,
I can't.
hey.
Okay. That's right, Karen.
Hey, like I
Do
said,
it,
they are
girl.
going way back, bringing those styles right back to the
Don't
day.
think
So,
it's
hey,
the ice cream. I think it's the heat. You got heat stroke or something because you tripping. Can you stand up and show America what you just showed us a second ago? I don't
Not that
think
he.
they've seen it.
you
I
can't see
can't.
it that good.
Stand up, KD. Stand up.
Pictures are coming. Don't
Stand up.
worry. Pictures are coming.
Oh
Pictures
my,
will be up.
You
I
see
can't.
this? Karen, no tights, but you look cute. I think she's just trying to be nice.
That's too funny. Too
So,
funny.
so,
So
so,
I'm
so hold up.
modest. What can I say?
now,
I am
So can I
Southern modest.
un,
I got it.
un,
Oh,
unconfuse me?
I'm
What is
confused.
the name of those shorts, by the way?
Say what now?
What are the name of those shorts? Because we got boyfriend shorts, which those are not. We got
Hell,
Hoochie.
I don't know. They just some Karen D shorts. All I know, hell, Nell. I don't have them. I don't know how long. I
I just
don't wear shorts.
It's called Aunt Jemima shorts. My grandma is 80-some years old. Got a daughter in her 60s. Another daughter.
Pictures will be coming. Pictures will be coming.
All right, so
I
let's
own
go
these
back.
shorts.
So these the hoochie daddies.
Okay.
Got the little.
All right, step on back now so we can see.
Step back so we can see.
All right
Okay,
now.
see, they not that short now.
My little box.
Uh-uh.
Because I'm not going that far.
Yeah.
Those are nice size.
Yeah, they are nice size.
I got a little respect. I'm not going to take it to the point where one half of my nuts is hanging out the bottom of the shorts. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
But see, okay. Same with my grandma's shorts.
You don't got no nuts. Your grandma's shorts is to you was 2 inches from your knee anyway, which confused me with the tights.
No, these are short. They are short.
And who's
okay, maybe we just couldn't see them.
Where they come to?
They are short. They come up. They come halfway in my body.
If they don't come 3 inches away from your snack box, that's not short.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, then they ain't short.
What'd you say? They short to you, Karen. That's all the hell that matter. They short to you. That's all the hell that matter.
I wasn't taking them any shorter.
If somebody sees you back them out, they not going to ever approach you. You could, if you want to not be approached, back them out. They going to say, what the fuck is that woman in the street? You see her?
Oh, you want to bet? You want to bet? I don't turn a few heads with these shorts on.
It was like it's pretty
Oh my God, I can't. So now, do you think the short shorts says something about a guy's masculinity, like the shorter that they are, or do you just think that it's trend setting?
It's just a style. You know, at one point it was almost like, damn, why I go that far? But I got brothers that's younger than me. And that's what he wearing now. They wearing the short shorts to the thigh, up the thigh, with the boxers under them, you know what I mean, hanging out a little bit, or, you know, walking, whatever. So, and I know his masculinity is intact.
Right.
I don't put, you know, one thing I don't try to do is I don't try to cast aspersions on nobody. I try to keep an open mind with it and say, yo, you know what, to each his own. I know I'm not, it's but a certain length that I'm going to go. I'm not going to go too short. If I got to do that, then if I got to wear shorts, then I'm going to just wear the conventional longer shorts that I've been always wearing. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Mm-hmm. When I see the real short ones, it makes me think of Jerome from Martin for some reason. With just like his slides.
You know, I ain't think about that.
Yes, it just makes me think about him and his chest hair and his shirt. Like, it's just, when they get too short, it just kind of, I start cracking up. I start cracking up.
And like the Dr. J shorts, you know, I mean, you know, some of them are even like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the old school, bringing it back. That's all it is. And of course, with everything else, it advanced as it come back, you know. So.
Now, Marilyn says she want to see your legs again. She said, let her see again. Right, Marilyn? You want to see it again?
They got a sell on the shorts. I'm not doing that. I try to get me pinched.
Right.
I'm cool.
Oh my God. Super.
I'm flabbergasted. I thought we couldn't talk about or see something on this show that wouldn't have me like shocked. My jaw is still to the ground. KD.
What?
Them shorts, girl.
I'm sorry, these are the only ones that I had, so I just came back with what I had.
All right, so let's dig a little deep. Let's start some shit as T would say. So you telling me that's how you wear your shorts?
I don't wear shorts.
Okay, but if you did, that's how you would
wear. When I used to wear shorts. When I was younger, I had Daisy Dukes. I mean, I would even cut up jeans and make my own little style. No, I used to wear like the real Daisy Duke shorts. I did. I mean, hell, I'm a grandma now, so I wear the grandma shorts.
The grandma shorts.
No.
I think it's the tights. Everybody's saying it's the tights.
A lot of ladies out here that's grandmas, great grandmas, and that's killing it. They killing it out
No,
here.
that's them.
Big,
It's my
big
southern upbringing.
great grandmas that's out here doing y'all thing. We see y'all. Karen,
And look, I salute y'all. It's
my
just not
grandma,
Karen D.
my grandma Bingo's team said, you want to join them?
Hey,
They get
I
the
do like
Tuesdays and
bingo.
Thursdays.
Karen.
I do like bingo.
Tuesday and Thursdays bingo and shuffleboard is on Wednesday. You can
What shuffleboard? Now that I can't do with them, but the bingo. Hey, girlfriends, I got you. I come with the shorts on.
I
I'm
know
sure
that's
I
right.
definitely screaming shuffleboard. All right.
Sarah said it's
So
the type.
that's the trend. I'm tripping over here. That's the trend when it has to do with the hoochie daddy shorts. As you see, we're starting to see a lot of different celebrities. We're seeing people out in the street wearing them. If they're done right, it's tasteful. If it's
Right.
not done right, it starts to get a little bit to the, as they call, hoochie side. You know what I mean? But it's just a trend, and these trends, as you know, they have their seasons. They come and go. Some stay, some don't. But the younger generation is starting to pump it, so it is what it is.
Yeah, when I was looking on the on the internet today, like it's giving the women an opportunity to kind of like
It's
like
give,
talk shit to the men a little bit in an
Exactly.
aggressive,
it's give,
sexual manner.
it's
Like
your man.
yeah, I want to slut him out the night with them shorts on. Like, you know, I think it's just letting the women go loose on the men with the little
You
hoochie
see
daddy
this,
shorts.
Karen? They got us. They got smoke for you right now, Karen. The stockings
Well,
defective.
they look. I'm not even trying to put it out. Rain down.
Karen,
Mm-hmm.
we need you on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock. We need you to be front and center for the sneaker show because that's not it.
No, thank you. If they don't see it right here on Uncensored Minds, they won't see it.
All
Right.
right. So Cynthia said, Karen, what you talking about? I'm a grandma. I definitely don't wear grandma shorts or anything grandma. What
Well,
you talking?
as I said, ladies, I don't wear shorts at all. That's not the Karen D way. But these are just some shorts that I have owned for days. Let you know I am a grandma. But Karen D don't wear shorts at all. That's just not my way.
Maryland said,
Mm-hmm.
sexy grandma over here.
Okay.
Um, Felicia has your back. Felicia has your back. She says she's wearing them KD style.
Katie
You all
style.
know that KD universe, and that's on KD universe. So shout outs to KD and her universe.
Right.
No grandma clothes for me anyway, but still got to be classy. Um, what's the trend that y'all ladies are looking for this summer? That's another question that we getting into. As we see each summer is a new style, a new something, new situation that y'all wearing. What y'all got going on?
I don't know. I'm very simple always. So I can't really say. You mean like for women? Like for us? Or you
Yeah,
mean like
what
styles?
y'all backing out? What y'all putting on? What y'all jacking?
Sundresses, mini dresses. Like that's dresses all summer long
Yeah.
for me.
Only thing
I mean, this is cool, you know?
it is it's nothing wrong with a good summer dress.
Mm-hmm.
A summer dress is beautiful all year round to us guys,
Yeah.
and especially to
Yeah.
you ladies. The only thing that you got to do, ladies, you can't wake up in your sundress and then put that back on. You can't fry chicken in your sundress and go out. You know what I mean? Lead a house cleaning sundress in the hamper.
It pretty much.
Don't go to
Pretty
Walmart
much.
going on.
Listen.
You know what I mean? Leave that.
Listen.
That there.
How
Leave the
about you,
one that got no
Karen?
hole in it. The one that got the bleach
Was
stain.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
All right. So Cynthia said many summer dresses is what she looking at. What she got going on. Sundresses always for me.
Mm-hmm.
Danielle said dresses tight sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Sundresses ain't for frying chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I
Sundresses.
shoot,
mean,
That's
put on
right,
old
Felicia.
dress and walk
everybody.
around the house
Yep.
in it.
Summer dresses are not for everybody. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is. Um, one more comment. Sundresses and short sets for me. You know what I mean? That's the consensus that's going on out there. Ladies, talk about the sundresses though. Why sundresses? We know for us men why sundresses, but why sundresses for y'all ladies? What do it do?
It's the comfort. It's cool. Like, it's just you don't have anything that like can make you sweat, so your arms are exposed. Just air flowing and cute.
Mm-hmm.
Dress it up, dress it down, flats, heels. Comfy.
Nice. What about you, Kaylee?
Well, I wear them only for comfort at home. As far as the style, like what kind of style am I looking to rock? I'm I have always been in a unique style on. I was just telling my nieces that the other day when they was talking about the hair, what the girls had on in school and all. And I looked at them. I said, y'all know. I said I've always set myself apart from everyone else, beginning in middle school. So I've never liked to have anything on that anyone else have on. Um, I boutique shop where they make only one
We
of
can
the
tell.
kind,
We
but
can
I say
we
what
can
now?
we can tell that you have your own unique way of doing things, and we promise you, nobody else will have that outfit on.
And that is fine.
I guarantee it. I bet my life
That
savings.
is fine. But I will say this with my style that I have, every production set that I go on, I am always passed straight through and I'm always put up front on the camera. So I take that as a compliment with my unique style that I have because I've always been picked on about my style. But I am that gives me joy to know that my unique style is noticed and appreciated sometimes.
Absolutely. Yo, sundresses are amazing. It leaves a lot to the imagination. I think that's another one of the reasons why us men, love sundresses. They look good on y'all. We see a lot of things moving a lot. If you got a booty, we see it moving in the sundress. If you got a nice upstairs, it's very prominent in that. And y'all just look good. Y'all walk with a confidence when y'all have it on. It's free flowing, and we know it's easy access. 9 times out of 10, the woman if she has a sundress on, probably doesn't have any panties on, or is real easy to get to. So I think that's the allure for us men, and we like seeing y'all in it. Y'all look good. Y'all when y'all come outside, y'all look good in the summertime. It ain't nothing like a nice cute feet and a nice little sundress and a nice little hair doing. You get a lot of attention. So some of these comments is telling. A lot of people are saying sundresses, maxi dresses, mini skirts, light, tight, sexy, cool, comfortable, light tank tops, leggings, capris. Let's go to the leggings. Is leggings a thing of the summertime? Is that something that we're wearing in the summertime? Leggings is leggings appropriate for the summer, or is that a spring? Is that a spring or fall type of joint?
You could do them in the spring. Yeah, you could do them in the spring. Even in the summer, if you depending on where you're going, if you want somewhere where the bugs are not getting to your legs and things like that, you can find a nice, thin, cute pair, of light color that you can still rock, or they can you could get the capri ones, not necessarily to belong to your ankle ones, but you could do the capri, still get the same type of silhouette vibe, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a year-round thing with me.
Biker shorts are also basically leggings. Is that true? Y'all wearing them like that too? The biker short leggings?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because they get the
Because
same.
they are making them stylish now to where they are made that you can dress them up or dress them down. So you can really wear them year round depending on the style that you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You can put them on with a cute little tank or, little even crop depending on what you like. You know what I mean? I think it's cute little t-shirts. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. As a man, right? I think it's nothing sexier to me, other than if you already know my style is leggings, but It ain't nothing sexier to me and just dope than a nice little, like a nice pair of leggings and a t-shirt and a nice little flip flop or sneaker, and we can have a nice enjoyable day. That even is a date night to me. You know what I mean? Where I don't ask for too much. You don't gotta be glammed out, glamorous, super heavy makeup and accessories on. Just tone it down and chill, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be so chill. I'm t-shirt, sweatpants, sneaker kind of guy. If I gotta put it on, I gotta put it on. But when I don't, I like to be so comfortable and chill. I like to say my lady to be the same way. Comfortable. Also, somebody's plugging something there. Can somebody read that comment that y'all see at the bottom of the screen?
I wear FNL leggings.
You know, FNL is
Friday Night Lights, baby.
It is. That is Karen.
Yes.
You ain't know what FNL was, did you?
I couldn't see it. FNL. Yes, I do know what it is. Friday Night Lights, of
Friday Night
course.
Lights. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Friday Night Lights has its own
Yes.
store. If y'all don't know, Friday Night Lights is me. We got a store where we cater to a number of different people, especially the ladies. We got the leggings, we got the sundresses, we got them all. We got everything that you and your little heart can desire. You know what I mean? We've been styling and profiling the masters for 4.5 years now. So get with us over at Friday Night Lights. We got you. Let's move
Yeah, I
on.
see some nice styles over there too.
You see
Yeah, I
them
got to
still?
check. Yeah, because I saw a dress over there. Somebody was sporting that dress and a jumper. I'm like, okay, I got to jump on one of those.
Yeah, get you one of them. Absolutely. So,
Hmm.
what else is going on out here in the world? We talked about the mass shootings, which is starting to get tiring because we're talking about the loss of lives, right? We're seeing it far too often. It's becoming common. It's not even like taboo anymore. It's like, damn, another one, or oh, again, or where at this time. We talked about that. We talked about fashion trends that are going on now. Now into the summertime, right? Because we haven't hit summer yet. We're still in spring. We got the Hoochie Daddy shorts, as they're affectionately called by the ladies. We got the Grand Pop shorts. That's going on out there. What else? What else is out there? What y'all got going on? What y'all see? What y'all hear? What y'all feel?
I don't know. I've been seeing a little, other than the Hoochie Daddy shorts, I've been seeing a little bit like just pretty much the same stuff, really. The same common, wear. I mean, I'm sure it's other stuff. I just haven't really seen much. You, Karen, you've been seeing anything different?
I don't go anywhere.
Right.
Y'all know I don't go anywhere. Other than, of course, when I am on set, then yes, I do see all types of styles because there's so much freedom
Yeah.
in that world. So,
Yeah.
but no, other
So
than that, I don't.
as we wait for T, because we don't want to jump into the next segment without him. This segment is going to be dedicated to us, to all four of us chiming in. But one question that I do have is, now that it's now spring and summer, we're transitioning into these summer months. What's some vacation things that y'all got on y'all docket? Places that y'all want to go, places that y'all possibly are going. What's on the mind out there? And this message is, this comment is for or the question I should say is for the audience as well. Where would you like to go? If all things was possible, name one place that if you could just pack up and leave to go right now, where would it be? Or where are you going this summer on vacation?
I don't have anything planned, but if I could plan something, it would be to the Maldives. That is like on my, as soon as I can, first thing smoking. That's where I want to go. That's where I want to go. It's beautiful.
The
I see,
Maldives, huh?
Ebony and I just
beach,
had
some
that.
sand, some water, sun, and just different
Yeah,
atmosphere and environment, So, or
that's
Bali,
what I'm
or
talking
Bali,
about.
or
Okay.
Bali.
What about you, Katie?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Aisha. Ebony and I just had this conversation, I think yesterday, because we plan a girls' trip every year. Granted, it'd be a small trip, but every year we do an all girls trip. And we had just said that if we could just go anywhere, because both of us have been seeing so much as is the whole world. We say if we could just go anywhere, we will go to an island, like one of the islands, and just get away to an all-inclusive trip and just not worry about the world. Just go and not worry about the world.
Any island in particular?
Well, she has been to her husband's home island, and I can't think of the name of it. It is I can't think of the name of it, but we want to go there. I mean, she has described it to me, and I just want to go there with her because they are actually going. I think maybe next year, and it's a possibility I may tackle along with them.
Okay. Hey, where you want to go, T? Vacations? Things you looking to do?
Don't address me as T tonight, sir.
Whoa, what's your...
You can see me laughing.
Let me see. Oh my God.
Good brother.
Don't address me as T tonight, sir.
Good brother.
My name is Asan.
All right.
Okay, Aslan.
That means
Okay, sir.
I think we need to back out our Muslim names.
listen, that means superior to all, one the greatest.
So
Look, got his shades on, everything. What?
whole crew is here. Let this shit start and begin.
Yes.
As Hassan walked in the building, he wants y'all to know that that's who he is now. All right. I'm knowing right now. Now that he's came in, I'm also changed my name from Nell to Sharif, so I can be addressed by this show tonight as Sharif, and that's Hassan right there.
Okay.
To give you a little story, we were called Muslims because we had beards. And not only were we called Muslims,
call it a stereotype.
not only were we called Muslims, but we were told that we think that we are superior to women. So hence Hassan, and Sharif, we wanted to dispel any of those type of rumors. But we wanted to let the world know our beliefs.
Well, first of all, let me start by saying I am appalled.
Hold on, KD. We didn't say you can speak yet, KD. Hold on, Mrs. Cummins. We did not say you are allowed to speak yet. You speak when you are spoken to, Missy.
Karen.
You speak when you are spoken to, Missy.
They warned us. They warned us that this shit was going to pop off tonight, and it has begun.
You better speak when you have been spoken to, Missy.
It has begun. Look, and Janine said, what? Wow.
What's going on, people? Make sure everybody like and share the video. Thanks everybody for tuning in. How's everybody doing in the comments? I'm outside tonight, man. What's going on, Sharif? Where we at?
Right with it. We right here with it. Let's start this shit, bro. It's time to get into it. I think,
but you got to get your permission to speak, Ish.
I know.
I think you should enlighten the crowd on why.
Either one of y'all can raise your hand or do some kind of hand signal if y'all would like to speak tonight.
We'll do. Yes, sir.
So Sharif, this sent you into an enragement. So can you give the people a backstory about what pissed us off and how do we get to this place?
All right, so
I got some fish tonight because you already know I can.
So we passionate, opinionated, guys here, and we have our weekly cipher, as we call it, every day in the week. We talk to each other frequently, and for some reason, KD decided to ask us a question that befuddled the both of us. Are you guys Muslim? And we kind of was like dumbfounded with the question because we speak of God here on the show, both of us.
Right.
She knows us personally. So she asked us that, and you don't get offended by that. It's a question is a question. I think we got taken aback by a question that was asked. Is y'all, and the reason why we said, well, why you think we Muslim? And her response was, y'all think y'all are superior to women.
Thanks.
So we didn't jump out the window.
Hold on, Sharif. I need to ask the people in the comments. Y'all have been tuned into this show for for quite a while now. Y'all have been around. Do y'all, agree with Miss Cummings' comments that me and Sharif think that we're superior to women, that we think that we're above females and this and this and that? Do y'all agree with her, Mrs. Cummings over there? Do y'all agree with her? Let us know in the comments, what are y'all thoughts on this thing? And who do y'all think is the superior gender? Do y'all think that women or men is the superior gender? What's going on, people? What's going on? Yes, Miss Cummings, you can speak now.
Okay, now that Miss Karen Neal Cummings can speak, what Karen Neal Cummings said was, I was asked if they were of that religion. What Karen Neal Cummings said was they take on the persona of that sometime. Karen Neal Cummings did never, ever say that they think they are superior to women. What Karen D. Neal said was, maybe y'all taking it the wrong way. Like they clearly are. So Karen D. Neal is going to sit back and see how it plays out. But always remember, ladies, as you judge this show, there's always the right way, the wrong way, the Karen D. Neal way, which is usually right. So let's play this out.
What you talking about, Sharif?
I don't know. I have no clue. I'm again.
Because I remember her specifically saying that we do think that we're superior to women. Mm-hmm. Specifically,
take on the persona.
That's so the same thing.
Because one thing, just to be fair to the comments, because you got to point out, you got to say everything that was said, right? So just to be fair, I said, can you elaborate a little bit, because I would like to understand exactly
right
where you're coming with that, because if that's something that I'm giving off, if that's something that is being seen or portrayed, I would like to know that, and I would like to check that immediately. One thing I try to do is I try to take people's comments, and even though they're people's opinions and comments, I still try to take that with a grain of salt, because that's only going to help me to be better, right? That's only going to help me to better myself, is to take a look in the mirror and see things that I might not want to see or that I'm not seeing. So I asked to elaborate that a little bit for us, and she said we take on the persona of being superior because we challenge different things that, when it comes to men and women, we challenge that of what a woman does or what a man does or whatever. And she said it always seems as if, I'm paraphrasing, right, is that we take the side of a man, or we feel like we're superior. And that's what kind of threw us aback, because if that's the case, then let us know. That's why we asked, do y'all see that? Do y'all feel that? Is that something that y'all have experienced?
Let me speak on that real quick, Sharif, because I want to say that, the last couple episodes or so, I've been hearing this thing where, people have been trying to tell me, like, see, everybody doesn't have to think like you, this and this and that. And that's all fine and dandy. I don't expect Ish or Miss Cummings or Sharif. I don't expect anybody in the comments. I don't expect none of y'all to think like me or have to follow my ways. My only, wish for everybody is to have thoughts. That's all. That's all I wish for, people, just to have your own thoughts, have some thoughts. I don't want to hear, I don't know, I didn't think about this. What are you thinking about then? Have some thoughts. That's all. That's all I ask. Bring some thoughts.
Hold up, T. Read this. The fuck is this? I can't lie. When I first met Nell, I thought he was Arab.
You getting Arab
I
money?
didn't think he was fully black. Was it the color of my skin? Like, what was it? Arab? But did I have an accent? Arab?
You getting Arab money over there, good brother? Because you get Arab money over there, good brother.
She didn't think I was fully black.
So no, that might,
can't win.
No, could that be a thing that she's, she might just be used to seeing, the dingier kind of brothers, like that don't clean themselves up, so they don't have the glow, like you. It could,
I don't. What it is, I don't think. And you got to understand our position. We're on a podcast. We are being viewed for our opinions and us talking. If we sat and said nothing, there's no show. Right. And not to say the ladies are not holding it down. That's not what we're saying. They hold it down immensely. But we have to have an opinion to move narratives, to move conversations, to move topics. And when you have individuals who have an opinion, you're going to get the naysayers. And now, do we feel like we're superior to women? No. If you've known us and you've met us and
I love y'all. I love each and every one of y'all.
If you notice, if you go back and look at the tape, we've given you a show where we said, tell us how to improve us as men, ladies. We gave you the floor so we can be better for y'all. If you know anything about Friday Night Lights, you know every day I try to highlight everybody's birthday that day.
Hold on, Sharif, because these women are out of term in the chat box.
Okay.
My name is Hassan. I don't see that other name. Get it?
Hell, together. I can't think of it either, ladies.
Get it together. Go ahead, Sharif. You can finish.
We speak on different things, and the one thing I'm never going to do, I'm never going to allow somebody to sit in front of me and not speak with the understanding that it's both parties. Right. You can't sit down and have a mature conversation and say it's just the man and man need to get their shit together, or it's just the women and women need to get their shit together and nobody else. No, it's an equal opportunity over here. Right. And in order for anything to be successful, you got to have two working parts in order for it to be successful. If you don't have one party doing and the other party is doing, and it gets to be messy. So why not work together? If we see that working to a part isn't the way, why don't we bring it back and say, yo, I understand you're emotional. I understand that you are led by emotions. You're a woman. That's where a lot of things come from. Not saying y'all not amazing, because y'all are. I wouldn't date you if you weren't. I wouldn't want you as my companion if you weren't. But you have to understand that it's not just your thoughts that matter. It's both parties' thoughts. And when we come together, we understand that. So, or do we think we're superior to women? Fuck no. Do we even think that we better than women? Fuck no. We don't think we're better than nobody in a sense, because we all equal. But at the end of the day, when you know better, you do better. And when you do better, you know better. So that's all. That's basically where we're coming from with it.
May I speak?
Please.
You have the floor, Aisha.
Thank you, good brothers. I appreciate it. I will say that we spoke on this on Thursday as well. And Karen, I'm not quite sure if this might have been a time where you had stepped away. But also a lot of times the Philadelphia way, like our demeanor, sometimes men and women, we're very like outspoken, very in your face, very blunt, very to the point, very just very opinionated,
very not coddling. You're grown.
Right. And so sometimes people can misinterpret that for a lot of different things, you know what I mean? And so maybe that could be how some people are perceiving the demeanor that you guys give off. You know what I mean? Where to me it's like second nature. Like, this is how a lot of the guys are all the time, ever since could remember, ever since I was little. You know what I mean? And the women are like that too. Like, come talk to some Philly chicks, and like, we're pretty much the same way. It doesn't make it right or wrong or indifferent or whatever. It just, some people don't know how to receive it all the time. You know what I mean? So
Sharif, we could take that off the screen because we're not going to soften our tone. Sorry.
I don't understand why.
we're not doing that. We're not even addressing that. I want to address this right here. What thing did we ever say that we want and we weren't willing to give? This is the side I want to see what's happening. So Diana, can you elaborate on whatever we said that we wanting and we're not willing to give? I need some explanation on that. Do any one of y'all ladies have any thoughts on what Diana said? You know, do y'all agree with this?
Can you elaborate on that, Diana?
All right. What's up, ladies? Do y'all have any thoughts on this? Ish.
I don't. Sometimes I can come off as wanting more than y'all willing to give. I don't necessarily know if I've seen that. I mean, you know, me still being fairly new, but I've been in some episodes, and I don't necessarily know if I see that per se, but I can see where sometimes the differences of opinions can allude to that. You know what I mean? Can allude to, well, you don't want to give as much as I'm willing to give. Like, you know what I mean? So I can see sometimes where people can perceive that.
Miss Cummins, do you have any thoughts? I mean, what's up? This is your brainchild, Miss Cummins. What's up? I can't.
Karen, can you hear?
What is happening? I can't. Diana, can you elaborate? We don't know what's happening over there. Like, I don't know what's happening.
I mean, I think I'm getting a bad connection because I keep getting the wrong name. So I'm thinking I'm getting a bad connection.
I cannot.
Maybe. I don't know.
Diana,
but I don't hear my name being called. I mean, is there a fifth person on here I don't know about?
Diana, can you elaborate on that, please?
She said she's not looking for agreement. See, that's the thing.
We didn't ask for an agreement, did we? I think we asked for an explanation, not an agreement.
All right.
No, but I think Diana is just basically saying, like, you know, that's how it looks to people. You know what I mean? How you guys are coming across. So I
Well,
think
you know, that's the cultural difference too. I mean, you know, and in all honesty, you know, culturally, we're gonna be different because you know, Southern people have their way, like they always say, you know, when you come to the South, people are gonna always say hi, 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 and you know, it's always been said that people act differently up north. So culturally, yeah, there's gonna be a difference. But you know, at the end of the day, like Neil say, when you know better, you do better. You come together as one. That's all.
When did I say y'all shouldn't have a lot of attention? I mean, I'm not understanding where all this is coming from. When did I say that y'all shouldn't require a lot of attention? I think everybody should require a lot of attention.
So I have a question.
I'm lost. Go ahead.
I have a question. Stand up. I'm getting light. I have a question. So let's talk now. Let's really talk, right? So are we not? So it's almost like the moment you open your mouth and don't have the consensus opinion of this person or that person, you got to be looked upon as being wrong. It's almost like the moment you live in your truth is wrong. Why is that?
Living your truth can never be wrong.
It is because you got people saying that we said that we don't want to be answered questions. I never said I can't be asked questions. I don't mind questions, but certain questions, certain things certain questions don't lead to finding an answer. It leads to arguments. It leads to drama. It leads to things that ain't going to progress us. So I said, if that's the case, and that's the type of questions you want to ask me, don't ask me that, because I don't want to live in a world where it's negative.
Right.
Because I already live in it. My home life should be 90% positive, and then we got that 10%, whereas that is a balance to where we're trying to find out how to make things better, right? But being asked questions, I don't have a problem with that, because we even flipped it. We even asked the question is, all right, if I ask you a question and you ask me a question with another question, how are we progressing with that? Right. Or what was it? Hugging other women. We know, certain things crosses lines, certain things doesn't, right? It depends on your mate. If your mate doesn't have a problem with it and they see okay, then that's the person that you have to please. You have to please the masses.
Hold on.
If my lady say she don't like that, then it's just certain things you just don't do.
Right. But even in the hugging thing, I wasn't saying, where the girl is trying to purposely being disrespectful. I wasn't saying where the guy is grabbing her butt and picking her up and all of that. I said a general innocent hug. That's what I said. A general innocent hug to somebody that you could have a relationship with them in the past, whatever it may be. This person, y'all have genuine love for each other. It doesn't mean that you're looking for something more. It just means that I know you. So I'm going to greet you with a hug. That's all. It was a simple, innocent thing. Y'all want to take it and make it what y'all want to make it into. I said it was none of that.
Let's see. Right here.
Yes, thank you. Because I don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah, we see. This is the thing, right? The one thing that we are not doing, as you can see, look at our demeanor, look at our attitude, right? We had an episode of constructive criticism. We are being constructively criticized, and our demeanor hasn't changed. Our voices haven't started getting loud. We haven't got defensive. We haven't even went to being curt or even, malicious. We're answering the questions, right? We're telling you exactly our perspective of how we operate. That's all we want, an equal playing field. And that's a lot of the times, majority of the responses that we respond back to have to do with those things. Take our feelings into consideration the same way you want your feelings taken into consideration. You say you want us to talk to you nicely, no problem. But then if you have a question, you have a concern, or you got something on your mind, approach me the same way that you want to be approached. Don't do what you want to do and say, I'm supposed to do what you want me to do, but you can't now take my concerns and considerations into thoughts, right? Like I can say, hey, I choose not to discuss our problems through text. Or I choose not to discuss something that we can discuss over the phone and text. That's just what I want us to do. I'd rather us talk it out and hear each other out. Regardless if it gets heated or not, I still want us to communicate that way. You say, okay, but then you go and do the opposite. Then how are you doing what I asked you to do? Versus if you say, I want you to come to me and talk to me nice, talk to me a little bit more tender, talk to me a little bit more respectful, and not do that, then I should be able to get the same thing in return when I say, I would like for you to approach the situation like this. It's a give or take, because ultimately, who wins? We both do. Sitting up here being in an attitude or sitting up here saying, well, it sounds condescending, it sounds like that. It's something that's only going to make us better. It's only going to be something that's going to make us grow. We ain't never said go out here and do something crazy. We said, if that's where you want to be, get back to where you was at in the beginning that got you to this place. That's what it all is about. It ain't about it us sitting up here saying we superior. It's about we tired of the narrative always being a man ain't shit. Because you got two men that's sitting in front of you, that's shit. And if that sound condescending, if that sound harsh, and if that sound whatever, then if you can't take it, then that's shame on you. Because at the end of the day, we got here because of it. We got here because of our moxie. We got here because of our attitude. We got here where we at today because of what we are about. So you think we're going to relegate that because it's going to rub somebody the wrong way? I'm trying to rub people the wrong way. The ones that don't want to see me make it. The ones that don't want to see us in a position of power and to see in this position of winning. Because a lot of the things that we have done, the same people that you call condescending, the same people that say we ain't shit or we got a lot going, we got a lot to say, is the same people that's putting you on positions to win, to be great, to go on and be successful. We come on the show every week trying to give knowledge.
Hold on,
to do crazy stuff. We come on here and say, yo, love is love and peace is peace. Let's have it.
Hold on, Sharif. Let's let the woman speak. You had something to say, Karen?
Oh, why? See, this is the narrative. I'm not. No. I gotta address this. This is not me. I am Ebony. This is if you gotta know me to understand me. Right. I'm so calm right now. This is me being passionate because I care. Right. This ain't me being I'm about to jump out the window and go attack somebody. No. You gotta know me to understand. This ain't that. What I'm saying is this is me being calm. This is me pouring out my heartfelt love. That's why the passion resonates from me like this. This ain't me being hype. I'm so calm. I really am. I'm responding back to what it is because we got to show. We got to stand up for ourselves at the end of the day.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want to address because Helen's saying listening plays a big part. Y'all don't be listening. I clearly said it was an innocent hug. I clearly said nobody was being smart, and y'all still was like, no, nobody better not touch nobody. Like what? Like when are y'all listening? Like listen to, understand. Don't listen to be defensive. How about that part? Go ahead, Karen. What you gotta say?
Shit, I don't forget now. I've forgotten, except for I will say this right here. Now, me, we all banter. So, T was banter. That was all of the joke with Miss Cummings. I kid you not. As far as the guys being gentlemen to us, they are nothing but that. Culturally, I did say that. And yeah, we're gonna have our arguments because I give it back to them, and I think that we give it to each other because we are a family. The four of us get together on a Thursday, and when I tell you that even though we are in our own separate homes, it is like we are in each other's house. Every day, every morning, we greet each other. We're family. It's like we're waking up in our own little house. So I can guarantee y'all that Nell nor T has ever been anything but respectful. Like I say now, we go at it like siblings because we're family. That's what we do. That's why when me and each song come up here, because on Thursday we plan what we're gonna do. And we knew to expect some shit, and T is the shit starter, so with the shades and everything, Sharif, I'm sorry, Asan. But anyway, we have our little tip there. But these two guys right here, when I tell you that they are nothing but gentlemen, I cannot depend on many people. I don't trust many people. But I guarantee you, either one of these guys right here, push came to shove, I pick up that phone and I call them, and I have no doubt whatsoever that they will have my back. So, it's just that's just us going on with our little thing from Thursday, where we're going on. But I can guarantee you that we do not see them as disrespectful whatsoever.
So,
Now,
ladies,
as far as
ladies,
T.
on the topic in general, do y'all feel like, one side sees, their self superior to the other? Not, just us, just in general. Do y'all see, a difference in either side thinking that or feeling that they're superior? What are y'all thoughts on that?
And I think, T, I've seen it both ways, and I've seen where people learn to compromise because that's what every relationship is about. Everybody is adults. So when you get into a relationship, you don't want to be treated like a child. Who do? That's the purpose of growing up. But when you enter a relationship, it is the compromising on both sides that come in and glues and bonds that relationship together. Because without the compromising, then it cannot be a relationship because you're going to always have friction because no two people are going to be just alike. But when you find someone that you think is worth it, then yeah, you're gonna compromise. They're gonna accept where I know that he go out and he, kicking with his boys. I know he's coming home. You're gonna compromise and understand that. I know she like to go shopping. I know she's gonna. You learn that you compromise and accept that that's what it is about coming together as one. You accept the imperfections so that you can make your relationship perfect. I mean, no two people are the same. So when it
Mhm.
comes to that, you have to compromise, and that depend on each couple on their own, just depending on if they have come to that.
What's up,
Yeah,
Aisha?
I agree. I agree. I mean, and I think and not only in relationships, but in friendships and family
Hmm.
life, I think communication is very important. Listening is very important. That's something that I didn't used to do. I used to just my way or no way. And I don't think any relationship, friendship, or anything is healthy if you don't compromise. That's the main word. Karen used that. Compromise is so important because if you don't compromise, then you're not hearing. You're just you're just throwing it all out there, and you're not taking in the other person's feelings, their opinion, their what they're thinking, their way of thinking, and how you can agree and come to a place where you can just be, you know what I mean, and be in a great space with one another in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So I think that's so important. Compromise.
All right, Sharif, let's wrap this up.
Hmm.
Last words. What's your feelings on this topic before we get out of here?
No words.
No, no, no words. Can take it, man. Make sure everybody like and share the video. Did y'all get into the mishaps of what's happening in the world right now? Did y'all get into our other topic?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
My condolences to you, by the way, on that. I understand that you knew one of the young men involved, so prayers going out to the city tonight, to
Yeah.
all
So
families too.
so actually, I had I just recently met this guy probably like a month or two ago, but he was a father and he mentored young kids. Like he had his own boxing
Mm,
program. Like he mentored a lot of young kids that are out here doing this kind of stuff. So for him to get caught up, in that situation, is like it's just tragic. And also on that, I've been saying for the longest that this is not, the times that we grew up in. You can't just be standing outside, in a crowd of, a, 1,000 people that you don't know. It's like that's
yeah.
not even a safe environment at this point. Like you can't just put yourself in those positions. And I try to explain that to my son all the time. Like, don't get caught out there. And the problem is that even when people see little red flags about something that's about to happen, they stand there and watch
Mm,
instead of going about your business, they stand there and watch to see how it unfolds. But
Mm,
this is how it's unfolding. People are getting shot, people are getting killed, and if you standing there watching, you could fall victim to one of these things. So once you
yeah.
see, any red flags or arguments spark off anything, get up out of there. Just get up out of there. Like just get
yeah, for
That
sure.
has always been my motto anyway, T. Y'all think I block and hide and run now? If I was anywhere and anything, I've never been one to stick around and look at a fight or anything. I'm out. I don't want to be nowhere near it.
Yeah, it's getting crazier and crazier and closer to home. New
Hmm.
York, you know what I mean? Now Philly.
And this is a place where this happened at. Like, I don't know about, you, Ish, or I know you, Nell. Like, we've been down there. Like, this is where
Mhm.
we would be at, on normal time. But me at my age right now, you ain't gonna catch me down there in the midst of this.
Mm-mm.
Not now.
Mm-mm.
But the
Mm.
younger kids, they still down there in these places. So, just
Yeah,
be mindful and tell your kids about putting themselves in these positions.
yeah, for
But
sure.
we good to move on to the next thing on on the agenda. And we have a special guest waiting. So
Yes.
what's up now? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ish, do you want to introduce our guest?
Absolutely, absolutely. So we a few weeks ago, I think it was on the last Erotic Zone, I made mention of CMOS and how it can affect. Well, first, let me start by saying this. June is Men's Health Awareness Month. And shout out to all the men, all the fathers, brothers, significant others, husbands. We love you. We care for you. We want you to be well mentally and physically. But a few weeks ago, I had made mention about CMOS and men's sexual health and how CMOS can help heighten and enhance arousal, sexual function, etc. And so today we have a special guest all the way from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. His name is Steven. He is with 954 Vegan Today. He is the owner and operator. And I am so excited to have you, Steven. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're so excited.
Thank you
Thank
guys
you.
for
Thank
having me.
you.
I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Appreciate the
Welcome.
space.
Welcome.
Bless, bless.
Yes. So a few weeks ago, I had made mention that CMOS can help with sexual health, men's sexual health.
Oh, absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
and so, we know CMOS to be, 92 minerals for our body out of the 102 that we need, right? So we know all about the health things that CMOS can bring. But, a lot of people did not know about how it can really enhance sexual health. And so we're hoping that maybe you can, shed a little more, educational information with us about that tonight.
Yeah, yeah. Sea moss is a sea plant life. Kind of similar to seaweed, bladderwrack. All these are very high in zinc and anti-inflammatory properties. So typically, if you're slightly overweight, if you drink a lot, you have a heavy salt diet, a heavy sugar diet, um, the veins that lead to your extremities get affected by that, right? So, given the fact that you may not be drinking enough water. So, the way how CMOS is effective in that way is that it is able to provide those veins leading down there to be fluent, to carry the fluid and the blood in circulation and take away the inflammation so it can be a natural erection. Okay. Um, because it's not, a one-time cure-all automatic, just, take it automatically works. It's something you need to take over a period of time. Some people it works faster than others. But what I can definitely tell you as a 50-year-old man, CMOS is extremely helpful for longevity. And obviously it helps in a number of ways whenever it comes to not only the bedroom, but just your overall being and stamina.
Okay,
Nice.
I got a question. So how did you get put on the CMOS? Who educated you? How did you
Oh,
get?
wow. Well, I'm from Jamaica. As a young child, we had sea moss regularly. When I came to America, it really wasn't that popular. Went through high school, went through college. It really wasn't until probably 5 or 6 years ago I came back across the herb. or the sea moss, I should say, because I kind of use the herb and the sea moss together, because when those are together, it's just even more, but we'll probably get to that later. And it ties in somewhat with my journey. I was having some complications myself, probably 7 or 8 years ago. Didn't have the best of diets. I wasn't smoking, but I was eating a lot of red meat. The type of food you eat has an extremely strong effect on your stamina, specifically red meat. But to answer your question, I had always known about it, but once I started working on my own health, I started incorporating it back into my diet. And it was just something that I always knew, but never really needed it until I was having my own, whenever you don't go to the bathroom for almost 2 weeks, and your father died of prostate cancer, and you have kids to live for. So not to make it so, but not kill the mood. But the point is, everything down there works together. So when you have good circulation down there and you have a good erection, you will have stamina because of the zinc and just clearing out the acidiness within your scrotum. You have to understand that if you are having those kind of problems, for example, you're not having a strong erection, no erection, those are signs that you're on your way to having a heart attack. Now, I don't want to scare anybody because, men know personally, okay, I haven't been able to get it up for a couple of years, but it's a sign. Everything is a sign. It's not like, I'll go take a blue pill and I'll be fine, which is even 100 times worse. But at the end of the day, it is going to lead to something worse if not only you don't incorporate things like sea moss and herbs, but changing your diet, which that was an extremely big move also. See, all this, it kind of works together. You can't be, you can't, and I'm not going to be a hypocrite because at the time I did do it. You're not going to smoke your black and drink your Hennessy and take a scoop of sea moss gel and think that everything's going to go away. You have to make that commitment that, all right, at least I'm going to fast once in a while. At least I'm going to do a detox. Nobody's telling you to become, plant-based, but at the same time, it definitely helps.
We got a question from Ebony. She said, does it ever expire even if you don't open the bottle?
Does it ever Oh, you're saying if you had some sea moss gel? Well, it depends on how it's made, okay? You have to understand, when I was growing up, they used to cook the sea moss and then they'd let it chill and gel, and that sea moss would last like over a month, right? And then you have the natural way where you clean it, soak it, blend it, put key lime and all that stuff together. And it may last 2 weeks. Now, is one better than the other? Not really. All right, it's pretty much the same. Because when you cook it, you're trying to eliminate the impurities in it. But in some cases, some people need those so-called impurities because they're still minerals that come from the ocean. So it just depends on the person you're working with. And it sounds a little complicated, but a lot of people don't know this because it's not that it's an industry secret. More importantly, is that it's education because people need to know what they're getting. And, everybody just can't get raw sea moss out of the water. It could hurt them, especially if you have an overactive thyroid.
All right. She also wanted to know, what's the best ways to ingest it? Is it, better to eat it?
Well, I personally think the best way, you take a scoop of gel, put it in your mouth, you get a key lime, and you chase it with the key lime. You'd never taste it. That way you're getting it straight directly. I tell some people that are kind of squirmish, put it in a blender, with your smoothie, put it in your tea. But if you just take it, it works more, it works quicker because it goes straight to your bloodstream that way. You're putting it in your smoothie, it's working with the apples and the strawberries and all the other stuff that you throw in there. Take that with a glass of water and squeeze a key lime. You never taste it, and at the same time, the key lime's alkaline. It'll help, alkalinize your system.
All right, Ish, are you? This is your.
Yeah. I have other questions. So I have a quick question. Also, so some people are not really into the sea moss gel. What are some other herbal teas or say capsules or just herbs that can be ingested to help sexual performance as well outside of the sea moss? Because I know that you dibble and dab and the herbs as well.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. They go hand in hand. You know, if you take certain steps, for example, if you were to clean your, regardless who you are, you were to clean your blood, you get a sea moss gel with burdock and bladderwrack in it, right? And you clean your blood and you increase your water intake by half your body weight, almost half your body weight in ounces if you can get there. That alone, by cleaning your system, will now enhance what you have, whether you're male or female. But us particular men, it'll work on the prostate area. So now, after you've done that process, there are herbs like, and I always take people through a process because it's not like you can just drink one herb or two herbs and all of a sudden it starts to work. You cleanse out your system, you start a plan. Let me tell you something, and I'm not here to brag. I get up every morning, I run 3 miles, and at the end of the day, I don't feel tired. Whenever I do get tired, it's a different kind of tired. I recover so much quickly. And that may be attributed to the diet, but also I take sea moss. I take blue vervain, which is an herb, which is extremely good for your prostate. Every man should be drinking blue vervain every day. Sarsaparilla, which is high in iron. You need iron just to make sure that you never get sick. I've been plant-based, taking herbs and drinking sea moss for over 7 years. And I'll tell you, I've been around people with all of the ailments that are going around, and I haven't caught a sniff, or my kids, you know? So it's not only about cleansing your system, it's not only about building your immune system, but it's also about getting a little plan together, because it's not like, people go to the corner store or they go to the gas station, get a pill, and it's like, oh, it worked. But they don't realize the damage they're doing to the liver and the kidney and the long-term damage, right? But when you go the natural route with these herbs, you can't take too much. You can't hurt yourself. You can only enhance what you have. So getting back to the herbs, again, I'm a big fan of blue vervain. Takalak Ali is a very good herb. It's extremely strong. If you don't know what you're doing, I suggest you work with somebody that does, because if you put too much of these things in, it not only does it not taste good, it's overpowering, but it can shock your system. You have some herbs that, you take too much of it, you'll be bundled up in the corner in your bed for 2-3 days and think you're dying. And some people could, right? And again, that comes from knowing who you're dealing with. I didn't just spring on the scene here. I'm not, some jitterbug. I went to college. I studied biology, chemistry, all that. I got my degree. I've lived life, and I've gone through my own personal struggle, losing my father to prostate cancer, having my own personal. So there's been a journey. So it's not like, hey, sea moss, buy it. It's good for your balls. No, there's a lot to get into whenever it looks at, all right, us as men, Black men, we die primarily through prostate, colon cancer, mainly because of our diet. You have red meat, you have the chicken, and it just gets into where you live, because everything's strategically placed when it comes to food. It's a battle. Besides the fact that we have to work and fight out here, there is a food battle going on. And if you don't buy the right food, or if you can't get the right food, that's why we lead the nation in diabetes and hypertension. And, it all comes down to what you're eating on a regular daily basis, right? So is there one herb? No. Is there one sea moss gel? No, there's other herbs and there's other gels. But the easiest thing to do, the easiest one to incorporate is sea moss, because it does so much at one time. But when you start to explore into these herbs and work with somebody that can kind of guide you, and not just trying to get money from you all the time, because I never entered this thing just to get money. I stumbled across this whole thing by accident, and that's how I approach it. It's not about making the money. It's about, and if you look at my page on my social networking platforms, it's about helping people and getting people where they've never been before. I've had women and men who have not been able to get pregnant, and they have kids now. It's been years. They have kids, and that comes from having a healthy sexual life, and that's what sea moss can provide. Along with, you got to change your diet. You got to eat clean. You can't think that you're going to just eat a lot of bad food and take one thing and it's going to clear everything up. But I tell you, it's probably the best thing I ever did for not only my life, but just for my whole family, because at the end of the day, you're going to be around longer. You're going to be around longer. I honestly say, I tell everybody all the time, I think I put about good 15, 20 years on my life. Right. Yeah. And it all hangs on your sexual health as men, because if everything is the pipe's going down there really well, everything's going really well. If it's strong down there, it's strong up here. And if those two things are going well, you got a plan. You're good.
Right.
You got to fight, you know?
And so some of the herbs that you speak of, are they in liquid form? Are they in actually whole herb form? And then you break them down into like teas?
Well, right. Well, there's several ways that you'd probably want to take these things, right? So when I work with men, I typically go the route of, first of all, you know, if you haven't had a detox or had CMOS gel, that's the first thing we're going to do. And I'm not talking about detox where, you know, you fast, you know, eat and you're going to be vomit. No, you're going to take 2 detox capsules that have Cascara Sagrada, black walnut hulls, and rhubarb in it, and you'll have a clean colon within 10 days. Boom, the colon is clean, right? Because that has a lot to do with what's going on with your penis. Now you go ahead and you incorporate CMOS gel with blue vervain as a tea. You get your water, you bring it to a simmer, you put it in a 32-ounce jar. You add 2 tablespoons. You let that bad boy sit for about an hour. You gotta let this thing get strong. You let that sit for about an hour. You strain that off, and you drink that before you go to bed. Let's just say, and again, I'm not here to sell anything. I'm not allowed to drink that before bed anymore. Let's just put it like that. Okay.
Can you tell the people where these herbs, you know, where you can purchase these herbs?
Well, I most naturally carry these herbs. If you can contact me through any social network, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, I'm all over the place. And if you wanted to go on your own, you know, this is the thing. You could go to Etsy and look up blue vervain and buy from somebody you don't know. But that's the problem. If it's kind of like just like anything, if you don't know any better for the longest time, you get duped. And when you finally figure it out, it's like, man, I wasted so much money. I should just went ahead and did. But quality not only costs, but at the same time, you have to know what you're looking for. If you never saw blue vervain before, how are you gonna know it's blue vervain?
Right.
You know, how do you know who you're buying it from? Even they just may be a wholesale distributor. They're not going to take the time to talk to you, explain it to you. You don't know what it tastes like. Cascara Sagrada is a disgusting herb, but at the same time, I put it in the capsule and it will clean your colon. But you take too much of that, and yeah, you won't be able to move for a couple of days. Right. Again, knowing who you're working with and what they're going to give you, because anybody give you anything, it's not the best experience.
No, do you have any questions before Aisha gets into the shits?
Do I have any questions?
No, you on mute now.
I'm cool with the questions tonight.
All right, what's up, KD? You got any questions?
Well, I do. And my apologies. I've been trying to see your name, but I can't see. So my apologies for not greeting you by name. I had to step off for a minute. But how safe is what's the youngest that you would recommend children to begin taking it, and is it safe?
Hold on, Katie. First of all, you got to ask him because you told us not to OD on CMOS before. So
right,
that went out the way. She told us.
Yeah, can you OD on CMOS? I mean, for men, for that purpose anyway. I mean, okay, well, let me rephrase the question. CMOS, is that the only thing that is good for, or is it good as an overall health herb?
Oh no, it's good for men, women, and children. To answer your first part of your question, I mean, how old was my? Well, since my youngest, which is 4, was off the breast, she had CMOS in her oatmeal. I'm sorry, I probably froze there. Ever since that, my youngest, which is 4, was off the breast, she's been having CMOS in her oatmeal. She's healthy. Can you overdose on it? Well, I typically tell people don't take anywhere like 2 or 3 tablespoons a day. All right. And as long as it's not mixed with an herb, you should be fine. Like I said before, some of these herbs, you take too much of it, you're going to get some, backlash. But honestly, because I sell it and I have clients that need it, I have to test it. Honestly, I'm drinking anywhere between 3 to 6 ounces every day. I'm still pretty as a schoolgirl, so. So to answer your question, no, I don't think you could overdose on it or overdo it. But again, if you have lead an active lifestyle, it won't have a chance to sediment in you. But if you haven't had CMOS before, you know, you have a reservoir of vitamin D in your body, which it may be low and it may take a while to get there. And then after that, you don't need as much CMOS anymore to maintain what's in your system. Just like anything, you're taking enough of it, it kind of lingers in your system.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling the
So
guys not to OD on it because of what they said do for the stamina. So I was telling them that really in a jokingly
Well,
manner,
I
but
mean, if they haven't had it, let me tell you, it has an immediate effect within 2 or 3 days. If you're not a heavy drinker, if you don't smoke and you drink and you eat somewhat clean, you just started vegan, I can tell you within 2 days, you will be happy that you are taking CMOS, and you'll start to. That's what starts people to look into. Okay, well, what's the herb now? Okay, what's the bladder do? Okay, all right, I gotta have this every month. I gotta have this every week. Wait a minute, I'm gonna need a tea. Man, I need a detox. Next thing you know, you've cleaned yourself up, and now you're looking at your food, and it's a whole nother perspective you're coming from with it. So to answer your question in regards to ODing and the guy, they would. I mean, that was the first sign or what should I say? That was what tied everything together, CMOS for me, honestly, because when I started looking into what was going on, CMOS was my go-to. I was looking at detox, I'm looking at herbs, and my mom, ironic, my mom said, you haven't had any CMOS? And I was like, yeah, but you put this in it, and I said, you don't have to put that in. And I was like, you're right. And I had no idea of Dr. Sebi or any of these guys at the time. You got to understand, it's 7-8 years ago. And as I started doing my research, I stumbled across these guys. I said, oh, okay, all right. And it made sense. But again, it still was a studying process because it wasn't just, okay, I'm learning from my education. I'm learning from YouTube. I had to buy books. I had to self-educate myself. I had to go online and get some certificates because I had to make sure that what I was doing, because it was taking me down the path of my own healthiness, if I want to share this with you, I can't just say, okay, just go ahead and take this and not have any backing. Thank God for social media, because again, you'll see testimonies of numerous people I've helped.
All right, you got the ball.
So gas station supplements, right? Supplements where they say they can help enhance and get you going, get the engine revving, and all of that stuff. How do you feel about that? And do you think that CMOS is, of course, would be a better option, but how do you think they're helpful in any way? Because some claim to be natural.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
So again, I always and whoever has a chance to speak with me will also attest to this. 99% of the stuff I talk about, I've gone through personally. Okay. So what I can say first is I've tried those things. I took those things and went to the gas station and took those pills. I went to the porn store and bought those pills to an end. Because at the time when things are going great, you want them to go better. When they start to go south, you want to get the back great fast again, right?
Yeah.
And what do you know? What do you see? What's popularized? Those things. So all of them have a different reaction in your body. Some gave me headaches. Some worked for a period of time. And some didn't, right? So my personal feeling at this point, now that I've not only gone through that and gone through my process, those are probably the most detrimental things that you can do long-term for your penis, for your prostate, for your liver, and for your kidneys. Because the ingredients that they have in these things is super dangerous. Okay, you smoke a joint for the first time, you're high as a kite. But if you smoke that weed for 18 years, you don't get as hot, right? It's the same thing with these drugs that they're not even really testing, because again, yeah, they may say natural, but they even they may be natural in terms of the herbs they're using, but the combination, you cannot combine 7, 8, and 10 herbs and think you're going to get something good. That sounds like a bomb. And if you look at this, they got a list of tons of herbs, and they're not telling you how much of what. So now you're guessing with your health, all because you want to go ahead, get off tonight, and hopefully tomorrow, right? But you don't also realize that if you're already having that problem, you know what that can have that can cause? That cause that heart attack to come a lot faster. Like that night. It's documented.
Wow.
But they won't tell you that part. They won't tell
Right.
you that.
Right.
You know?
Now, I heard this that if you do hot water, cloves, oranges, and honey, that is a natural sexual stimulant. Is that true? I mean, or
Well,
have you ever heard that?
no.
Okay.
No, I've never heard that.
Okay.
I can honestly tell you, I've eaten certain fruit and it's given me an instant arousal. Like I don't know if you've ever had soursop. I've eaten the soursop and gotten horny, honestly. But again, all this plays into the tuning of your body too. I wouldn't say that whenever I wasn't eating clean, and I wasn't plant based, that I would have had the same reaction in my body. But at the same time, clothes I'm more associated with, your breath and cleaning your teeth. You know, the honey. I've never been a fan of honey.
Gotcha.
If honey is too hot, it becomes acidic.
Mm.
So if you're going to use honey, you wait till it's room temperature. But in terms of what you're talking, I never.
Okay. Yeah. Well, be so many things floating around on the internet. You could just never be too sure. So I was just wondering.
No. Like I said, like I tell everybody, like I said, I typically would have blue vervain with mullein as a tea right before I go to sleep, and that is a great combination.
Okay.
Because the mullein opens up not only your bronchioles, it just puts more oxygen in your blood. And then the blue vervain is for everything downstairs. Right. You can't go wrong. As a steady tea. All these other herbs, you take too long, your body gets adjusted to it, then it doesn't have an effect anymore. Then you're wondering why it doesn't work. You start to take more. Again, you got to know who's giving you what and what they're suggesting.
So I know a couple people wanted to know if you ship and things like that. Make sure you give your handles and stuff so that people can reach out to you if they have any questions.
Oh yeah, 954 Vegan Today. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can find me there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you said 945 Vegan Today, right?
No, 954.
I've been doing that. I sent that to T that way too. 945. I'm sorry, 954.
So
that's
Broward
the
County,
dyslexia in me.
I know a lot of people know South Florida 305, but 954 Vegan Today.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Did you guys have any other questions?
Ish, I thought you wanted to ask some,
I want to ask some shits, but I mean.
What's up, people? What's going on, man?
What's going on? We kind of do the shit starter stuff here. We kind of take it a little freaky at times. But I think that it's important that you made it known that general health all around is important for sexual health as well. So
works hand in hand.
It works hand in hand. So I think once your body is healthy, then your sexual health will be intact and you'll be able to, keep up and swing. You know what I mean? Hang for a while, for a good while, right?
I know that.
So, yeah.
I know that.
Okay.
But thanks for coming on.
Yes, thanks
for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
And we'll definitely send some people, to your IG page.
Yeah. Tell them to come on down. If you have any questions, send me a DM again. At 954 Vegan Today on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Send me a message. You can get all my phone number and all my contact information there. But again, it's easier just to send me a message on social media. I answer everybody. I got a ton of followers, but again, it's about having a conversation about what you need.
Okay, Dave,
I do have one question. Now, are you an independent distributor or do you work for a company?
Oh no, I'm independent. You know, everything that I provide is organic. You'll see, again, if you go to my Instagram, you'll see my garden where I grow most of the fruit that I use and the herbs that I use, my blue vervain trees, my soursop, mango. Uh, I make everything handmade, straight out of the house. Yeah, yeah. Kind of
So
like
now let me
in
ask
touch with
you,
the roots, really.
Go ahead, KJ.
have you reached out to like different health food stores to try to market your
Yeah,
product?
yeah. Well,
You
yes, I have. There's actually supermarkets where we're going to be going on shelves within the next, I'd say, probably 2 or 3 weeks. We're still ironing out some things when it comes down to SKU numbers and things of that nature. But there are at least 3 supermarkets that we've approached here in South Florida. So, and it's solely because by accident we ran into one branch and they had sea moss on the shelves and it was disgustingly displayed. And once they saw who we were, they were more animate about us getting on their shelves than me getting on the shelf itself. Until I realized how lucrative it could be. So that completely changed the direction of the conversation. So, yeah, I've looked at that avenue. Um,
good.
and and that's probably the better avenue to go than like Amazon because everybody can just go on there and throw anything on there. But
Right.
when you're in a supermarket, you have to display your ingredients and you have to, present yourself in a reputable way so you can actually be bought. So and then probably go on to another platform similar to that, but not to badmouth any company, but at the same time, you got to be strategic with something that you're putting in your mouth and drinking, as opposed to like a game. You know.
Hmm. Now, I would pitch it to like chiropractic schools and stuff if I was you, because they can sell it out of their offices.
Well,
So
I have
that's
a
just a
ton.
thought.
Yeah, well, I have a ton of yoga instructors,
Hmm.
chiropractors, uh, what are they called? Smoke shops and barbershops.
Right.
So over the years, it's grown extensively because one guy tell another guy. Next thing you go to the shop and you're dropping off 8 jars. He's like, "Man, I got a fridge." Boom, I got 30 jars going every other day to his little barbershop. Cool. Then it escalates quickly, and then before you know it, you have more than you can handle. You got to scale back because you didn't expect all this to happen because you didn't plan for it. But at the same time, it's a blessing. But I'm slowly entering different markets because you get offers. I mean, I've had ex-championship boxers, not Mike Tyson, but come and offer to do this and do that. But at the same time, when you're independent and you've been doing your own thing for so long, you don't want anybody to be your boss.
Right.
Mhm.
Too bad.
Well, we wish you continued success, and we
Yes,
know we're gonna
yes.
see it on some markets out there. I'm waiting to see it.
Hey, send me a message, guys. I happily talk to each and every one of you, and we can get started in terms of because y'all need to have a detox. Y'all need to have a plan, and it's not necessarily about what you buy; it's about the knowledge because you can always find some of these things on your own.
Right.
Mhm.
But thanks for coming on, and we will
Yes.
be in
Thank
touch.
you.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yes.
You have a good one.
Thank you,
All right, have a
Steven.
good one. All right, Nell, what's going on? Wrap us up, man.
Um,
Going in 60 seconds, man. What's up?
Golden State won tonight. They beat Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. So the series is now tied at 1-1. With Game 3 being Tuesday back in Boston. So
Glad it's not all these many days off anymore. Like, that shit was ridiculous. For all these days off in between games. It is what it is, man. I'm still riding with Boston. I'm riding with Boston.
We're gonna see how that go.
What's up,
Is
Oh,
that who is Boston?
I can't.
The baseball season?
with the Celtics.
I can't.
The Celtics, KJ.
Oh, okay. So that's basketball, right?
Yeah,
That okay.
basketball.
Yeah. I cannot. What the fuck?
Now, are you frozen? No,
No,
are you
he's frozen
frozen?
because of what he said. We're not doing that.
I'm
We're not doing that.
sorry.
We're not doing that. We're not
Oh, okay.
I think it's gonna be definitely good. I think y'all was giving some good stats in tailor-made kicks. Like just who's gonna win, who's gonna take it, and how many. I don't know. I'm feeling like Boston is going to, you know, shake things up a little bit too. Even though I love Golden State, I think Boston might, you know, give a little run for the money.
All right, people. Does anybody in the chat have any more questions for us before we get out of here? We do have Uncensored Minds t-shirts available. S Gang, what's up? You know, I don't know if anybody shouted out the S Gang today. You know, S Gang, what's up?
Me too, not.
I saw each picture. I saw that picture, girl.
So wait, I was so
I'm gonna step
retarded
it up.
because when I walked through my mom's house, I was at my mom's house, and I walked through, and she had all the lights off, and that's how I saw it glow in the dark, and I was all hyped.
Oh my
She like,
God.
she's like, what is going on? I'm like, Mom, the shirt is going.
Right.
That's real dope, real dope.
Well, I wear it, but I'm gonna tell them mine stands for spirit.
Why
Spirit.
What did you say, Nell?
Well, I get it if you want to change the
No, it's just an S. I'm just choosing a different S. That's all.
KD, the
It
S Gang
goes along with my grandma's.
stands for the S Gang, KD. You just want to change it into your own
Spirit gang. Spirit gang.
I can't. Yeah,
Not the spirit gang.
I
Not
cannot.
the spirit gang.
I cannot. Man. We're streaming on all audio platforms. Make sure y'all like and share the video. Hit the thumbs up button under the video. It's been like 40 some people in here at one time, and I only seen like 12 or 15 likes. Hit the like button under the video, people. Make sure y'all like and share. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification so you can get the live notification, so we don't have to keep tagging everybody. I mean, what are we doing?
So,
Let's get it
together. Just to piggy off of homie's comments, Simos has done a wonderful job for me. As you know, back in December and January, I suffered from COVID, which took a major toll on my health and my body. The moment I discovered CMOS towards the end of my journey of having COVID, it kind of ramped up the recovery time, and put me on the road to recovery faster than just waiting it out as I was doing or whatever medication. This is what my CMOS looks like. I get it from a local distributor here. This is a gel. I know a lot of people was like, how do you consume it? You really just put on the spoon
and eat it.
Eat it. You put it in your mouth. That's basically what it is. And just in real time, I do two scoops in the morning and one at night. That's why he said try to do no more than 3. Intake 3. It really has minimized a lot of my pains when it comes to my MS. That's where I've seen a lot of my growth as far as pain management is concerned. I used to be on blood pressure medicine. I'm no longer on blood pressure medicine. So just the benefits of CMOS is great. For me, it's not a trendy thing to do. A lot of people are doing it because it's the trendiest thing to do, and then they fall off on it. Right. It actually become a lifestyle for me. And why I say that is because, just to, with anything that I do for my life, I always have to make sure the benefits are going to outweigh the cons, right? So I got to do my self-analysis on my own. I wanted to see if it was just a placebo or if it really did what it said it was going to do. So I stopped using it for a day or two just to see if I felt differently. And originally, like he said, it's in your system. If it's in your system enough, you kind of got that downtime. But when I was sick with, when we all was kind of going through that sinus infection, whatever we was going through, I stopped because I didn't know how it would mix with the medicines that I was taking, the antibiotic. So I stopped for days, and I felt worse. But the moment I got back on the regimen, I started to feel better to the point where I stopped actually needing to take the antibiotic. Instead of taking it for 10 days, I only took it for 7. But still doing the doctor recommended dosage, just because I wanted this to make sure that I was following the rules. But CMOS has really helped me.
No, so how are antibiotics on your stomach?
See, I can't quite answer that because I take a lot of medicine because of my situation. So I think my stomach. I also take, what is it called? I don't know if I'm saying omeprazole or something like that. Is something that helps your stomach, coats your stomach for the medicines you take.
Okay.
At some point it does a job on your stomach. That's why after the antibiotic, naturally I used to take a probiotic. CMOS has actually replaced me taking a probiotic to get my stomach back in order, and I don't have to take the probiotic this time around. Just was continuously using my CMOS, and I've seen the same benefits that I've seen from the probiotic just by taking the CMOS. Now going to the bathroom regularly, having a regular bowel movement, even with the medication. Again, as you guys always say to me, now you got to slow down. You slow down. You're doing so much, but my stamina is a little bit more stronger. I can go a little bit longer. And now I'm not just talking about sex. I'm just talking about overall functionability. Just being able to have a little bit more energy when I start my day after I take the CMOS or whatever, or just having in my system. I'm sleeping better. I only told this to a select group of people, and also I told y'all my scare with my prostate. As y'all know, my father had prostate cancer, had the surgery, and is going through that. I actually had a prostate scare to the point where I actually modeled high for prostate cancer, and it was like I was a doctor appointment away from them saying, "Yeah, Mr. Gathers, you got prostate cancer." But again, just continuously, regularly taking the CMOS, taking some of the herbs and supplements that was told that was going to help me. Just as the gentleman said, my number went down because my number was high, and it went down to a more like manageable way where it's not cancer. So I can only attribute that to, again, this little jar right here, which cost me $25 a jar, but it saves my life. It's a prolonging and helping me save my life. So, we talk about a lot of productive things on this show, and it's one of those things that's productive because it not only is going to give you health benefits, but it's only going to prolong your life to doing the things that we preach about so much here in this, find each other and coming together. So if you haven't, if you're on the fence, get off and make sure you do your due diligence, because it's nothing like walking into a store and just picking up something or ordering off of Amazon or whatever. That doesn't necessarily mean it's right just because it says it on the bottom. Make sure you're doing your research. Make sure it's the natural CMOS. Make sure it's being made the correct way. Make sure the benefits that it's supposed to be providing those. If not, you could be using the wrong one. Right. You got a lot of fakes out here because it's a trendy thing to do now.
Right.
So make sure that you are actively seeking out those pure CMOSs. Somebody asks, well, what if my stuff molds? I order 6 jars at a time, right? Because this jar probably one jar lasts me for like a week, right. 7 to 8 days. If I take it like I'm supposed to, 2 scoops in the morning, 1 at night, this jar will last me a week. So I'm keeping enough for a month's supply, and then a week just in case my supplier is ran out and he says, oh, you got to wait another week or whatever. I try to re-up, so I'm always on top of it and in front of it, so I never have to subject myself to not having it. So you want to make sure you're doing all the research you possibly can. If you get a product and it's not working for you, don't get discouraged and say just it's not real. Find something that's going to work for you. The brand may not just be right, and it might not just be what your body needs for that time. It might be missing something, but get with something that's right, that is going. You can stand behind this product, and that person is standing behind that product. And a lot of times, the stuff that is the right one ain't mass produced. Right. You start getting into those mass produced ones, they cutting corners and they just filling up a bunch of jars. I wanted to get mine from a source that actually is doing it himself, at home, because I know he ain't out here just mass producing things and doing whatever just to cut corners to make a buck.
I got some quick entertainment news that I want to get through real quick. one of Masterpiece kids, I think overdosed and passed away. So I want to say, rest in peace to Masterpiece's daughter. She passed away. I think she had an ongoing issue, and I think she overdosed. So rest in peace to her. Also, the Nipsey Hussle trial is finally set to begin. So that trial is going to be either just started or is going to be starting soon. Um, the R&B songstress Kiki Wyatt, I think, just had her 12th child. So,
She's still having children.
Yes, she is. She always getting it in.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, congrats to Kiki Wyatt. She just had another baby. I think this is her 11 for her 12th. So, congrats to her. And also in the Young Thug YSL case, I think they both were denied bail because, the judge, considers them a flight risk or whatever. So both of them have been denied bail. And the thing about Young Thug is, even before Young Thug became this big time rapper, I've always heard stories about, before the dresses and all that, it was Young Thug was in the streets doing some shit. That's I don't know. It's all allegedly, but I heard that, Young Thug came up into some shit. So, this case is going to be a major case. They're trying to make an example out of them, and this is going to be the first of many they're going to keep, coming at us as young black men. So we have to be mindful. Even if we moved on from past things that we used to do, we have to be mindful that they still trying to come and get us regardless. So we got to, get away from that, and distance yourself from it because they'll still try to put it on you.
I had a
But
question
Who's the
for
young rapper that got killed today?
I think it was Trouble.
Trouble.
Yeah, Trouble is a rapper from LA.
Atlanta.
Oh, from Atlanta. So yeah, I've heard of
Uh,
Trouble. So rest in peace to Trouble. What you was about to say though now?
I had a question. I want to ask the audience. What's one of the Can you name one of the herbs that the gentleman talked about tonight? And anybody in the audience name one or two of the herbs that he talked about tonight, other than sea moss.
Just that what you cooking up over
what's
there?
that berry thing he was talking about when I came back on here? What was that thing?
He mentioned a couple of things a couple of times. What was it,
Barricaded?
one of the herbs that he said?
I think it had berry at the end, but it wasn't elderberry. It was something else he was talking about. I missed
It was
most
it
of it
was
thanks to the Queen
Hold
having
on,
to use the throne.
good. What's up?
No, just hold on for a sec.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, I was just asking what was the name. That's the only one that I want to kind of like elaborate on. Is it anything like elderberry? But that was the only one other than sea moss that I can remember.
Make sure y'all do y'all homework. Make sure y'all get with that brother. He is very knowledgeable. The things that he was saying was not to fall on deaf. Actually it's going to benefit you, and even if you don't struggle with, these type of illnesses or these type of things, maybe you have someone in your home, maybe you have an aging father, maybe you have an aging mother, or you have a child that's, whatever. So don't think it can't help me or I'm beyond it. Get yourself some help and helping others. That's one of the things too. Also, paying attention is very key. Listening. I know y'all tell us to be polite in our delivery. And I know you tell us to be soft, and we got to be soft and sweet the way we deliver information. But if you only listening for things that's going to be soothing to your ears, sometimes you're going to miss a great message. Because not everything is always going to be delivered the way you want it to be. Listening is key, regardless of whatever it is. And we listen to y'all often. I just wanted to say that we listen to y'all often, and a lot of the times, a lot of our opinions that we may say one week we internalize them because we listen to the show back just like you do. I know I listen to it every Monday on my way to work, or I listen to it when I'm coming home, or I listen to it as I'm getting ready for next week. And
right.
a lot of the things that I said, I catch myself and I say, damn, I said that, or I can see the point that was made by other people in the audience because I read the comments. I talk it out with people doing, I actually got a watch group that I go back to work and these people watch the show on Sunday and we talk about it. And they say, "No, that sounded cool, but that this and that," and we talk about it. I think we need to get out of this. Everything is meant to hurt our feelings. Not everything is not meant to hurt your feelings. Be tough. That's the reason why a lot of us are where we are at today. We made it through this far because we had some type of tough exterior that got us through life's bullshit.
Facts.
You have to have it nowadays because if you're looking at things to be coddled, if you're looking to be your hand being held through everything, every trial and tribulation, how can you say you weathered the storm?
Right, you ain't gonna make it.
You're not gonna make it. This world is dog eat dog. If you turn the TV on, you see nothing but drama and strife. And a little bit of positivity they show us for a couple seconds and then they moving on to something negative. So I know a lot of the times it looks like we come down and we're being abrasive and we're being opinionated. But there's a reason for that. If a person ain't opening their mouth to talk to you and tell you something, they really don't care.
Right.
Got so much going on in their life. Like right now, I'm dealing with an ailing father who, at any moment, I could get a phone call and say, "Oh, he ain't gonna make it." But I still gotta put on, and I still gotta put on this Sunday night Uncensored Minds performance because this is my job, this is my life as well. So I come on here with great enthusiasm to be great, so we all can be great. Not to just stalk shit just because it sound good. Nah, I come on here to empower, to educate, to uplift our people because ain't nobody doing that for real, for real.
Facts.
Ain't nobody coming here dropping gems unless they care about you, and that's far and few between. Look at our own family members. We got some family members that got a lot going on. Are they calling you saying, "Yo, this is what I did, this is how I made it," or whatever?
Right.
And sometimes we take somebody's opinion or we take somebody that they said it because it don't sound the way we wanted to sound as it being, "Oh, that message is not being delivered the right way, so it means nothing to me." But what happens in a situation where me and T make it and we see you on the side of the road and you down on your luck, you gonna tell us to keep going because like what we said on Sunday? You gonna want us to stop and help. Same way we would like for y'all to stop and help us. Because I ain't too proud, I ain't too big, and I ain't never ever had a problem with if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? And if I can be right or better, I'm always try to pick that. So yeah, our opinions are opinionated. Our voices are strong. But I ain't never heard no such thing as no strong wimpy ass man. It's not a thing. And you may say, "Well, I got a boyfriend, or I got a husband he's a strong man, but he's calm and whatever." He's calm with like that to you,
right?
Because you are his own, or you whatever. But to the world, he opens his mouth to protect what's his. You are ours. Right. I look at y'all like y'all mine.
Right.
That's why my voice is a little bit more stronger and intent. That's the reason why our ways are a little bit more smothering and whatever, because we care. If I didn't care, or he didn't care, or she didn't care, or we didn't care, we wouldn't say the things that we say or bring the material that we bring. One of the reasons why we brought tonight up, not because we wanted to expose KD. A lot of the comments that we see thinks that we trying to expose her. No, it was a teaching lesson for everybody else.
Right.
Because we talked about this Monday through Thursday in detail. So we knew what was coming. We knew what we was going to talk about. We knew which way T was going to come. They knew how it was going to come because we made it clear that we was going to say something and touch on it, not because we wanted to be messy, but because we wanted it to aid and empower other people that may have had those same sentiments, or being closed-minded, think a group of people is the reason why this is the way it is, or a belief or religious group is the reason why we have such strong opinionated opinions.
Right.
And at the end of the day, if you can't take it, this might not be for you. Because one thing's for sure, two's for certain. I'm not going to dumb down me to pacify somebody else's feelings.
That's what I said, man. I'm not coddling. Grown. This is a grown-up show. I'm not coddling. This is grown up.
Because what's unfair is it's unfair for a person to have an opinion about us or have a comment about us and we're not allowed to comment back. That's called selfishness if you really dive into it. Conversations are made because different points of views, and then if you're mature enough, you can understand that person's point of view, your point of view. Y'all can bring it together and make it make sense. That's all. That's it. But when a person cares, their demeanor is a little bit different. Just think of your parents. They cared about you. They didn't treat you the same way Miss Jones down the street treated you. They got in your ass. Why? Because it only is going to make you better when you get to be their age. And you're able to talk to your like that and your grandkids like that because you poured them up the right way. And the reason why we have the strong opinions that we do is because we come from a different part of life that made us that way. Y'all may think it's cultural. You may think it's regional. You may think it was all Philly. No, I came from a home where I had two parents that did it. So if nothing else, if I speak of nothing else, I'm always going to speak on the terms of togetherness, figuring it out, and let's stop blaming the other person and let's start doing. Cool. You upset. I'm upset. We got to continue to be upset, or you're upset. I'm upset. We figure it out. Which one would you rather have? Which one would you rather? Oh, it goes both ways. You know the people that always got something to say about it goes both ways, or it's this and that. Be the single ones, the ones that ain't got nothing to go home to or to hold on to because they haven't got out of that prison that they put their minds or self in. Break free of that shit. It ain't doing nothing but imprisoning you and impoverishing your spirit, because look how you interact outside of that. That's my little piece for the night. I had to internalize that. That's why I said nothing. Y'all may have thought I was being smart. I was looking bored, whatever. In order for me to internalize, in order for me to comprehend and understand, I got to internalize and then I can regurgitate it. And I just wanted to, before we ended that show, I wanted that to be said because we get a bad rep. You'll say something in the comments, but then be in the inbox saying great show. That's weird. Or y'all, it'll be a bunch of slander in the comments, but then you texting me or you texting him or you texting us as if we the best of friends. If you got that to say, check me outside of the joint. I like we did, like KD. She could tell you this conversation was had till 1 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. We said everything.
120. 120.
112. It was room 112 in here.
And continued over into the next day
And
by
you would have
text.
from Friday if Asan ain't come on here and Sharif then come on tonight, you would have never known the conversation that we had. I literally was going to come in the chemo. I was like, nah, that's a little bit too far. I literally was going to come
You
in.
did have it on in the beginning, though. I thought that's how you was going to rock out all night.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I ain't got the smoke for that. Because that's a whole nother thing that I got to answer to somebody else. And I don't got time. And they ain't for that. So at the end of the day,
hold on now. And shout out to the people that we know that are Muslims. We wasn't trying to do none of that. We just was making a point.
That's my actual middle name. So please, I don't want nobody to like my name is actually my name is Sharif Darnell Gathers. Like that's my name. So when y'all see me say that, y'all see me put that, that's my whole gov. That's my government. So that ain't me throwing no shade. Right. I was going to throw a little shade, but I was like, no, chill. Chill.
Nah,
I can smile now.
I was personally throwing shade. That's just
we're used to that with you too.
My bad. Kidding me?
Now, I would like to leave y'all with this right here because I cannot allow y'all to leave here with bad impressions of our gentleman right here. I shared with one.
Yeah.
I
don't
share with one of them.
Can I ask you one question, Katie, before you go on? I'm gonna let you go on. Can I ask you one question? Do you mind standing up? One time.
I'm not standing.
One time for the one.
I'm not standing.
One time.
I heard.
I have pictures. Wait until the pictures come up.
Let me see.
It's better in person.
They gonna be full body pictures, Katie. They gonna be full body pictures.
They will see them by pictures.
Okay. See, did you see it?
No, that's why I said good. I was just listening. I couldn't see. I was driving.
We'll see it in the pictures. In fact, as soon as we get off this phone, you will see one.
All right.
Nah. We need the audience to see because they wasn't here. Everybody wasn't here earlier.
Well, they will see my pictures too. Just visit the Karen D. Neal page.
Okay.
Karen D.
I love it.
That's crazy. Go ahead, Katie. What you were saying?
Well, shoot, Nell he knocked me out. But what I was gonna say is, sometimes when people tell you stuff and they tell you over and over, you have to take a deep look within yourself because the guys here and several people have always told me that I have a block. I have a wall. I didn't see the wall per se, but I knew I had one. And it wasn't just up against me, and it's up against people in general, but it made me take an inside look and travel back. As far back as I can remember, I have had a wall built between males and myself for whatever reason. Now, I am more than certain that part of that reason is what I shared with you guys a few shows before. I'm more than certain that that is the reason. But the guys kept telling me that, and I said, no, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. But I realized that I did have a wall built up. So any approach, I approach things defensively, ready to fight. So I always came with attitude. I gotta say that some freaky guys that like it. I mean, I had one day. Some guys like it, but the only time that I would let my defenses down is when I felt threatened or frightened. So therefore, I always come out fighting. So I had to take a look at myself and realize that they were right. I do have a block up. Am I gonna let that block down? I will eventually, but what it does make me see is not to approach a situation with the block completely up. Granted, my block cannot come down and will never come down completely, I know, until I feel safe. That's where I would have to be honest with a person coming in. And I used to tell them, I'm a lot to handle. I'm a lot to handle. I never really knew what I meant when I said that. But what I was really telling them, I'm damaged. I'm a lot to handle because it's going to take a lot to get through to me. And when you get through to me and you see the real me, it's a lot of hurt. And it's going to have to take someone who can handle that, is what I say, because it's a lot of hurt behind there. So I did realize that what the guys were saying were true. And I have to stop being so much in the defense and start letting my wall down just a little bit at the time.
It's Pride Month.
So I did learn something from the
Get you
guys,
one of
y'all.
them. We can get you one of them.
Say what now?
He said it's Pride Month. You want
Said
to
it's
Pride Month.
Pride Month.
cross over? You want to cross over?
We can get you one of them.
You want to cross over? It's Pride
No,
Month.
thank you. No, thank you.
I hear it's the same problems on the other side too.
You got. I heard it was
like I said, I'm not
Right.
trusting of
Don't put that
anyone.
slander out there. Don't you dare slander another. Don't you dare slander women.
Nah, I heard it was worse.
Listen,
No,
I heard
I'm just not trusting of anyone. That's all.
Right. But wrapping that up, KD, I just want to say that you just don't want to go the rest of your life living that way. Like that's all. You want to open yourself up to the possibility of enjoying.
Right.
In all facets. You want to open yourself up to,
The moment you open yourself up, you're going to start to experience a lot of new stuff. You're going to be like, damn, I
And
should have on time
that's
ago.
what I'm saying. That's why I say whoever I open up to, it's gonna take a lot. But I know that I'm not gonna open up like a flower until I'm in the arms and I feel safe.
somewhere safe.
You know what I'm saying?
But
But yeah,
that's cool.
I know I
Cool.
have to open up.
But remember what we talked about too. You said you're not going to open up until you feel like, until you're in the arms of somebody you feel safe with. That person got to be able to feel safe to be able to say, I'm willing to open
Well,
my
and
arms
that
to you as
again,
well.
that's why I say I have to go in when I do meet a person, be honest with them about what I'm going through. Let them know what they're getting into before they come.
that ain't
Will
what
I find somebody who
that ain't what he's saying.
uh
That ain't what he's saying, KD. He's saying that they have to feel safe to be able to give you that. Like, if I don't feel safe, how can I give you that? I don't feel safe with you.
you don't what
Like,
now?
it's like the talking part. Remember we talked about having a safe place to come and talk, and then it's like, all right, yeah, well, you may think you're a safe place, but the other person's perception might not be. So, in order for that person to be able to be to reciprocate those things that you need to knock your wall down, they also have to feel the same way in order to open their arms to give you that space to feel love as well.
Well, that's
That's
why I
what
say
it goes hand in hand. That's why both parties have to be on equal playing fields, or even if it's slightly the scales tip slightly to the side where the other person might be doing a little bit more. At some point, the balance out has to be somewhere where it comes back to both parties being able to supply each other with what they both need so they can both enrich each other's life.
hmm well, as I said, I'm opening up like a little flower, little by little, and I just be honest.
Right.
When you find honesty in yourself, then that's when you can spread honesty.
I think for next week's show, I'm working on some things myself. I'm working on how to talk with a little bit more like chill in my voice.
I
So I
can't.
think I'm gonna talk like, "Hey, how y'all doing?
No.
That's what I'm saying. That shit ain't.
No.
How you doing?
That's not no. Because
How
I
you?"
swear I felt your energy of the entire night. It threw me off. I promise you.
You know
It did.
why?
And it threw me off your energy. I felt it. It made me actually think of how I am sometimes when I just kind of shut down, and it just made it put a whole different energy on things for
In
me
order to
tonight.
grow, right, you got to recognize your weaknesses. And one of my weaknesses is just taking it from 0 to 60. So sometimes you just gotta sit back and you gotta take it, and you gotta internalize it until you ready to come out of it. And nobody can make you. So that needs to be understood, people. Like we can want our people to do what we want them to do, how we want them to do it, not be upset,
Right.
be upset. But they got to internalize what it is that's going to get them back to their 0 spot. So then they can then be able to explain themselves in a way to where it's not being misconstrued or malicious or even just whatever. I know me. So I said, if I just remove myself from that, I can kind of get myself back quicker than if not, because you know. So that when you say you're working on something, don't just say you working on something because it sounds good to say. Work on say you working on it. Work on it. You know what I mean?
Work on
like
it.
if you say, yo, I really am working on my attitude, or I'm really trying to work on being a little better communicator. I'm work on that shit. Don't just say it because it sounds good because you want somebody else to be like, all right, well, you said you were. Nah, don't pacify me with comments. Just let me work on me. And the moment you see I'm back to being Nell, then we can then converse. And I can tell you, yo, that landed on me a little wrong, and I felt that it was a little selfish that you take this stand, and we can have a conversation because I'm back down to 0. I'm trying to grow up, you know.
Grow up.
Got a birthday next month. I'm trying to be a big boy, you know. I want to smile more than I want to frown. Like that's what I be trying to tell people. I want to smile more than I want to frown. I literally want to be jovial more than I want to be a fighter. I've been fighting all my life.
Right. Don't nobody want to keep doing that.
Don't argue no more. And when the energy is off, Darnell's off. And y'all don't want that, Darnell, because y'all you fell in love, or you came to like this one that you met. So let me get back to that. Don't let me be. I don't want to be this super all the time. That shit is tiring, stressful, and is crazy. I mean, I'm at a time now I could bust my heart. I ain't trying to die over an argument. Shit, I'm laid up in the hospital, and this person out here that I just had an argument with, doing them, going out buying sneaks, buying gummy bears or some shit that I would have did. I'd like to do. I'm not arguing. I'm not trying to do that. But I do understand what the people say in the comment. I take it. Y'all may think we don't take it and take it in consideration what y'all say. We do. That's why a lot of the passion has been quelled a little bit. Just think a couple shows ago, shit. We had to come on with them apologize on the next show. Now we can laugh at the end of the show because we know where we was at on Thursday with it and know that ain't no beef. Ain't no beef. That's why we told KD, I said, shit, I've been shot before. This ain't beef. That's beef. Somebody shooting at you, that shit, and that hit you, and you know what I mean? Put a hole in your leg. That's beef. But arguing with somebody and they having disagreement and y'all figuring out a couple hours later, that's not beef. That's just a disagreement, a misunderstanding that could be handled.
Thank people. That's all I ask. Thank. That's all I ask. Thank. That's all I ask. Thank. Just thank. Thank. Use your brain, people. That's all I
Thank you
ask.
for. I know people were saying for the prayers of my father. Thank you. My father is coming along. I know people been asking me all week, how's he doing? Still doing the same. He's still in the hospital, but you know, we got the faith. He got faith. He's getting stronger as the days go on. So thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your kind words. It killed me to miss Wednesday, but I just couldn't get there because the situation on Wednesday was a little worse than it is now. So that just lets you know that the prayers are working. And he's a fighter, so he's gonna fight just like me. I get it from him.
It's all good. How you doing on your
Hey, Ebony, we don't pay that shit no attention, Ebony. You like a fifth member over here, you ain't getting it.
How you doing on your side, Ish? You good?
Yeah, everything is, moving along, I guess. Some battles still coming, but we're doing okay. She's doing okay. Thank you. Thank you all for your prayers.
All right. Also, people.
Katie, tell Ebony that we don't worry about that. She like
Ebony.
She part of you. That's family.
Yeah, we know what that is.
We be laughing at that.
We ain't tripping. But I just want to let the people know that me and Aisha's show is back. So if y'all know, you know that P Valley is back. And we like
ho.
He made a cameo.
Y'all almost scared the shit out of me and KD for a second.
Wow, what's happening?
Cause you said me and E show back like y'all had your own separate.
What's up, T? I want to say some new shit, some new freak shit. What's up?
Y'all got a show.
Yeah, our show is back on TV. You know, we watching P Valley.
Thank you, Brenda.
Y'all like that show?
Yo,
love it. Yo, did you watch the first episode though, T?
I didn't even get to see the whole episode yet. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. But the first 10 minutes though, the first 10 minutes.
Oh, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
10 minutes.
This show is amazing.
The first 10 minutes.
I just couldn't get into it. Maybe because I went into it jaded.
Yeah. That's how it is. Like a lot of girls be like, guys is not supposed to watch this, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It's first of all, it's ass everywhere. So how am I not supposed to watch it? What are you talking about? Like,
it's the storyline though. I started watching it last night. I've never seen it before, and I have worked on the show, y'all, and didn't know what it was. So I watched it last night, and I see when it first come on, the young lady. I'm assuming that she was in Louisiana, and I know some parts were shot there, and that she lost everything during a flood, but she had to start over. So she's seemed to be a very professional young lady, where she went to this strip club called P Valley, which is Pussy Valley. She went there to get a job for survival. So I went to sleep with it all. Only thing I'm going to say is when I woke up, my little great nephew was passed out on the foot of the bed.
Look,
it was still playing.
Look, there's like a certain parts where it's not for me and you know, but that's like a small minimum. Like it's just like a small minimum thing. It's like a small 2 minutes out of like 4 episodes. Like out of the whole season and new season, it's probably like a whole 10 minutes.
Y'all be thinking we be picking on Katie, but Katie, did you just say it's shot? It may be in Louisiana because they may have had a flood.
No, I'm saying that I'm thinking that they may have shot that particular part in Louisiana.
And it's based in New Orleans?
No,
I don't know. Hell, we make it in Atlanta. That's all I know.
Right.
I don't know.
Is it supposed to be based in New Orleans?
No, the girl.
I don't know. I am thinking that she came from there.
The original girl, who is me and Aisha's girl, Autumn, she had a situation where she had a domestic situation that it all came together with the like Katrina.
Yes,
it all came together with Katrina. That's how she was able to escape her domestic situation. Right. So you got to kind of watch it, to see what all's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a good show.
It's Chuckalisa, wherever Chuckalisa is.
Mississippi, somebody said in the comments.
Yeah, M.I.
It's a good. Yeah, it is. It is Mississippi because they got
Mississippi.
I remember the girl got a Mississippi song, but yeah, it's a good show. You gotta,
Yeah, it touches on a lot of it touches a lot of bases. Political, religion.
It has mother issues. Like it's a whole lot going on in this show.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2? Are we on now?
Yeah, it just started season 2. So a lot of people just think because it's based in a strip club that's what it's all about, but it's not.
Right, it's not.
It's not. It's a full show that touches a lot of different bases. I'm watching it. We watching couples retreat each. What's up?
Yeah, I've been watching that shit. I can't wait till Monday because I'm ready.
We watching some shit, man.
I'm ready.
Y'all watching in the comments. Let us know what y'all watching in the comments before we get up out of here. I don't know what happened to K-Day. I think her phone died or Jesus, sent for her. we don't know. But make sure y'all like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Keep supporting us. We're here every Sunday. If y'all need Uncensored Minds t-shirts, get with me.
Make sure y'all supporting. That's the biggest thing.
Right.
And I mean, the 4 of us need your support.
Y'all.
4 of us is better because of y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We need y'all.
Right. This is a partnership between us all.
That's cool.
What to do, man. We'll see y'all on Wednesday for Teller Made Kicks. We'll be back next Sunday, episode 83. Make sure somebody tell KD it's episode 83 because she might say it's episode 87 or some shit.
And someone 84 or something like that.
Yeah, it just be flowing. She be so excited. It just be flowing.
And if y'all, matter of fact, on next week's episode, I want y'all people in the chat have y'all questions ready. y'all be able to ask y'all questions again as we did before. So get y'all questions together. We don't want them, those little baby questions that y'all asked us last time. Ask us some real shit.
Ask us some real shit.
Yeah, ask us some real shit. So get y'all questions.
Get deep with it. We like to talk. Get deep.
Right. Y'all say we don't answer questions. Here's the opportunity right here.
And when I say get deep, don't say no, but what's your baby mother name? And what's her shoot? No.
Guadalupe's mom? Guadalupe's mom?
Riff Raff.
You see my baby girl? My baby girl's cute.
That's so adorable. Riff Raff.
That's my niece Riff Raff, man.
Riff Raff.
Yeah, I've had an exhausted. I know the audio's not up from last episode, but I'll put everything up to it. I've had an exhausted. I've had 18th birthday, prom, and graduation. Graduation is this Friday. So
I got the same week coming. My son's 21st birthday is on Thursday.
Right.
He'll be 21.
There's a lot going on.
We traveling to Florida in a couple of days. Like, it's just a lot going on. My dad's in the hospital. I'm traveling back and forth.
Right. So it's a lot going on, but we on it for y'all. We got y'all.
Got y'all. Get them shirts too. Stop playing. Get them Uncensored Minds t-shirts.
Get them.
We got them in all sizes.
I like that new one too.
All sizes.
Somebody said, "Can we get I want a Uncensored Minds t-shirt dress." We got it.
Yeah, we can make that happen. Yeah, we can make that happen, man. Katie, last words before we get up out of here. What's up? You disappeared on us again. So what?
I know. I'm sorry. My phone went dead. I had to plug it in. And it's been a great show tonight.
Somebody tell Katie to charge her phone before the show, please. I mean, we only do this.
I do, but there's so much on my phone that's not home to charge long.
We got to
go out quick.
My apologies.
We got to chip in and get Katie a new phone, baby.
We got to.
Be a great gift, Our computer, if you want to even be more generous.
No.
Whichever way.
Get a phone. You get a 6 instead of that 3.
Yeah, you got to get an upgrade.
A 6,
but
yeah,
that's still like 5 or 6.
I want the Pro. I want the Pro. If you're gonna chip in, I'm gonna be choosy. I want the Pro.
See?
But it's been a great show. Everybody, episode 82.
And what's this month?
Now it may be 83 or 84 tomorrow.
What's this a month?
I'm just being real.
Were we aware of this month? Men's health.
Men's health.
Men, like the gentleman said, go get your prostates checked. Go get your colons checked. Go get your hearts checked. Go get everything checked. You know what I mean? You never know what some underlying issue you might be hiding from or hiding from you. Get checkups. You know what I mean? Go to the dentist. You know what I mean? A bad mouth could equal bad health. You know what I mean? Go to the podiatrist. Bad feet could equal bad health.
Right.
Go to the dermatologist. Bad skin could equal bad health. Right. You know what I mean? You never know what you could be you glazing over. Oh, that's just me getting old, or that's just whatever. No, go get checked. You never know once we start getting up there in age why certain things start to come out and show us what's been hiding under us for all these years. So men's health is important. The ladies need us. Men out here, the women who love us, who adore us, who trust in us, need us to be out here and be healthy and strong for us to be along with them so we can journey this journey together. So
hold on.
We need to bash y'all. So y'all got to be healthy to take on all this shit.
I can't. I got a couple keywords.
Make me weak, Jesus. Make me weak.
Yeah, I got a couple keywords that I need from everybody for this month. So this month, I'm going to start giving out my keywords at the beginning of each month. So these are going to be my keywords for June. So I need people to be mindful, to be thoughtful, to be empathetic, and to be voiceful of the people around you, of yourself. These are, my keywords.
Well, that was beautiful.
Thank you, brother.
That's beautiful. We need a whole set. We need a clip of that. Mindful, empathetic.
Have to play it back.
Thoughtful, empathetic.
That shit should lead the show. Put that on. I got at the beginning. Y'all see we rocking baby blue this week, right?
Right.
Colors represent something every week. In unison, we're family, so we rock it together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Make sure y'all get at me or Nell in the inbox or whoever, any one of us, if y'all need t-shirts, man. I don't know what Brenda's talking about. Brenda said she ain't get her t-shirts yet. No, so I don't know what's going on over there. Brenda, did you hit up one of us?
I think people be thinking it in their mind.
That's what I'm
they be wanting to tell us, or they think they told us, or
right.
they think they sent us some money.
Right.
Because it ain't nothing like ordering a shirt and like, all right, let me get 3 of them. And you sit back like, all right.
Right.
The paper.
Right. And you ain't get no cash at Bing or nothing. Like,
but you know what? We're not here to talk shit about nobody. We wouldn't want to do that.
It's all good. Just get at it.
But the t-shirts is out here though. As y'all can see, that Uncensored Minds, that new Uncensored by Nature is probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite. I think I'm gonna get 3 of them in different colors. I definitely need a black one and some other colors, but that's probably one of my faves. And that just goes to show the direction of the show. We just creating new things all the time, and that's what makes us like. Could you imagine you in the airport, you going somewhere, and you see somebody walking through the airport, or you in the train station, or you just in your city, you see somebody walk by with an Uncensored Mind shirt, and you don't even know who that person is, but they supporting something that you like. That's a great feeling. That's this beautiful feeling.
Yeah. Look, Nell, what happened here? I just want to know how is this possible?
I don't know. Is she associated with the Uncensored Minds page because the prices get posted every time?
That's what I'm saying. Brenda,
all right, so if you want a small to an extra large, that's $45.
Just look on it. Just look
on an extra large. I mean, the 2X to whatever the case may be is $75.
Yeah.
And if you want a hoodie, it's $195.
Just look on the Uncensored Minds Facebook page or inbox me or Nell on Facebook, man.
Yeah, Uncensored Minds, we posted up. You know what I mean? Yeah, hopefully you're a part of our group on Facebook, Uncensored Minds.
Make sure y'all like the Uncensored Minds Facebook page.
You gotta like it. We post something in there every day.
And I'm gonna check this video after we end to see if we got enough likes, because
we had like 32 people in here today, and we got 14.
That's what I'm saying. Like the video, people. It's real simple. It's free. Just click the thumbs up button. The video.
I got some smoke for somebody. Diana, did you
and put
video? Diana Humbert.
Everybody out there. Everybody out there, put up the Uncensored Mind head, the logo. That would help our video spread faster.
Right.
Too as well. So put the exploding head emoji up, please.
Hashtag Uncensored Minds, hashtag UM, hashtag that's gang. And the Uncensored Minds emoji face. She says she need a medium. All right, Brenda, just get in No, what were you saying about Diana before we get off her?
What I gotta say for Diana?
Yeah.
If you get off our ass, Diana, please leave us alone. We don't want no trouble.
Diana wants smoke with us.
We don't want it. We don't want no smoke. We the smoke the non-smoke boys. We getting old. We grumpy old men now, okay? We do not feel like none of that. Stop. Nah. We appreciate it though. Because one thing for sure, two for certain, Diana always gonna make sure she one of the first ones to come to class. Okay. Diana gonna make sure she there every Sunday. She gonna make sure she there every Wednesday. She gonna make sure she first on when T say hood morning in the morning. Right. When Aisha posts something on her page, when Karen posts something on her page, she's first to go there, and she's always first to like it. I don't know where she be at on Friday Night Lights. I don't know.
She might be outside.
She must don't like me. She must hate
right.
me.
She might be in the street.
She might be outside the streets on Fridays, man. She might have to shift at the Pink on Fridays, man. You don't know.
Not the Pink.
You know what I'm saying?
She might have to shift at the Pink on Fridays, man. You don't know.
So you know what I mean? I don't be seeing no comments from her, but she's definitely a loyal supporter of all our brands, and we appreciate her for that. So take it easy though. Her and Ebony, public enemy number one tonight. What's wrong with you?
Ebony is always public enemy number one.
Wait a minute now, y'all better back up off my girl. What y'all saying about Ebony? Well, hold up, fuck
Ebony
up.
always public enemy number. Y'all are wrong.
What y'all talking about Ebony about? Y'all better hold. Whoa, you know you
That's
mess with
right,
KD all day
Karen.
long.
I have to
Don't mess
deliver
with my girl now.
Karen, do
Back
not
up.
play about Ebony,
I
and I
have to
love it.
deliver
I
it.
love it.
It's always Ebony. Be
I
soft
love
there. Say
Nah,
it's wrong.
Y'all better back up off Ebony now.
we ain't got no beef.
Y'all get up in the morning in the hood and find Karen D and not waiting.
I know that's right.
We is damn sure not scared of you coming to the hood.
No,
Look, I am not above driving. I will put in some addresses, okay, and ride.
Nah.
I love that friendship though.
We just said that we must have been public enemy number one to her this week. Her and Diana was giving it to us, but we appreciate them too because
Messing with she just thought that y'all was messing with her girl. She all right. And see, she don't play about me either.
I know. You gotta love that. You gotta love that friendship between the two
Yeah.
of you. It's reciprocated and it's just so amazing. Like I see it every week almost, and it's just
Well, it's
amazing.
just that
And you don't
Ebony
get that
sees
often,
all.
you know.
I promise.
Yeah, see,
I
yeah, but see,
do not.
like T and
I do
Nell
not
know
choose
each other.
today.
Ebony knows me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So things
it's
that
cool.
she know, others don't know, and she just felt a little, you know. But
Okay.
it's all good. It's
I
all
promise
good.
y'all, I never choose to come for KD. It's never my choice. I promise you.
You do say
Never
that.
my choice. She always just says, "Here it is, T.
Come get
Here's
me.
the carrot,
Come
T.
get it.
She
Here's
dangle
the
it.
carrot, T." Always does it. Here's the carrot.
Like
Yo,
Karen, the
y'all had
tights
to. Yo,
today. You should have
I
known
literally could
Nell was
tell
gonna be
y'all.
on your ass about them tights today, Karen.
Nah, Monday.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't care. Like I
I
say,
know that's
Karen D
right.
have always had her own style. And one thing about it, when I step in front of a camera, I'm always chosen. And working in period pieces and stuff like that, it always works for me. One
Mm-hmm.
thing about it, Karen D style gonna always go. I make a trend for y'all with these.
We out of here, man. Episode 82.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye.
Ebony, I'm calling you.